Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to My Taste in Music Sucks, the podcast where myself, Mr. Keith Miller, and the man, Mr. Christopher Icon, sit down and we talk about albums, talk about life, talk about the good times and the bad, and
Our,
we both had our share. so,
yeah,
um, yeah, before we get too deep into this album, I want to first of all apologize to Icon and anyone else who was trying to listen along. This is a Swedish album. It's
mm,
not really available anywhere in this country on streaming or anything. Like it's blocked. So I found a YouTube upload and didn't realize that it was missing two songs. So I'm listening to it. I'm like, wait, this is not, the tracks aren't where they're supposed to be. So I kind of wrote down my take on the two songs that are missing. We can talk about them or not. It just kind of sucks that you didn't even get a chance to hear them.
right.
Because I bought this album on eBay when it first came out because I fucking love Master Ace. And Master Ace is a guest on one of the tracks.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean I've had it forever, but yeah, I mean it sucks that it's not complete, unfortunately.
Yeah, that does kind of suck. But
Yeah.
I mean, what we have is pretty good.
Dude, yeah, you can get an idea.
You get more than an idea, really. I mean, you get a,
Yeah, yeah. Man, so I mean, one of the big things about chords is like, oh, the album that we listened to was Chords, The Garden Around the Mansion. He's a Swedish MC. He's still uh he's still rapping, he's still making albums. He's really, really respected in that area, and he's evolved over time.
mm,
But this is his debut album. It's very indebted to East Coast hip hop. Like
hmm
he clearly loves Redman and
hmm
Wu-Tang Clan. Um, and even like some of his production choices
hmm
with are kind of a nod to Tribe Called Quest, like as far as the samples and stuff like that.
hmm
Um, it came out in Sweden in 2003, and then I think there was an American release in 2006, which I believe is the one that I have, but they're identical. It's the same freaking record. It just came out 3 years later in America and was not widely distributed. But but yeah, I mean, if you want to jump into the first track, which is "The Garden" in parentheses intro, and it is definitely an intro
Yes.
to
And
everything you're gonna hear.
yeah. At first, I was like, I don't even know what this is.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a neat little, um, I don't know, artistic expression in hip hop, which we really just had with the last album,
Yep.
because it's not. We'll run into this thing, and it's because he's a Swedish MC,
Yeah.
where this is like kind of like Doom Tree was. This is relatable, everyday,
Mm.
street level lyrics
Yes.
and sounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's weird to say sounds, but like
Yeah.
Doomtree used neat little sounds here, little samples and different guitar parts, and you get a taste of that right here at the beginning. And it's got this weird, like, I don't even know the vibe
Yeah.
to it. Took me back a little bit at first. I didn't mean what is this in a bad way. I was just like, I can't even pin this down, which I like right from the start.
Yeah. I think one of the so I wrote Chord's Garden sounds wild because it starts out with like birds and stuff that you would normally hear in a regular old garden, but then by the time he starts to rap, you hear like lions roaring and freaking elephants and crap, and it's just like, hey, what the hell kind of garden are we getting into?
Right.
And he also name checks Bruce Leroy, which I thought was cool. Like pop culture references right off the bat is always fun.
Oh,
But
there was a lot of neat stuff in there that not having access to the lyrics just went by too
yeah,
fast for me to
I
get.
know that's the thing, dude. He's such a good MC. Like I feel like Redman, at least on this album, he evolved over time. But I think
Right.
on this album, Redman was a very clear influence. And if you guys know Reggie, I don't know how many people are listening to this to listen to Redman, but he's a very energetic rapper, and
Mhm.
very lyrical, literate, very literate. So like sometimes it's hard to catch everything he's saying, and Chords is kind of the same way. And for me, it's a tough thing to do this podcast. Um, with music that I'm enjoying, especially hip hop, that I'm enjoying this much. Because, dude, I just want to listen to it, And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, man. And I'm like, ah, crap, I should have wrote something down. It's just like, well, I got to back it up. But yeah, man, right from the jump, you hear what Chords can do lyrically and with his cadence, and you get it like
Yeah,
immediately.
the strong intro. I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess he means it in a different way. Usually we see intro. It's like, oh, great, we got a
right.
40-second whatever.
Yeah, this is a
Mm,
full song.
Yeah, this
It's
is
just
more like an actual introduction,
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
which would mean that this song here, Schmack,
Yes.
is the actual song. This is what we're intro. So this would be,
Yeah,
all
Schmack is
right.
a cool tune, man.
It is. It really is. I wrote a couple things down just mentioning that it's super rhythmic for hip
Yeah.
hop. Like
Yes. Yeah.
the way hip hop's usually delivered, like timing wise, where it'd be like bars, a couple quick lines, a
Yeah.
cut off, he's more like kind of like Twista and those guys rapping
Mhm.
fast, but using the overall sound of his voice to layer into the song itself.
Yeah,
And I
definitely.
think that's really neat. And of course, I start hearing that Redman influence and whatever's going
Yeah.
on in the background. I put like it's kind of like a 70s Shaft kind of thing
Sure.
starring Redman.
Sure.
That's just what I was picturing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, on this album, it's hard not to hear Redman.
Mhm.
It's just like he sounds just fucking like him.
There's a
I mean,
couple times, yeah.
yeah, late. I mean, not all through, but a lot. And later on, he switched it up, like I said.
Right.
But it's funny because the first time I played this album for Q, I was like, "Yo, I got this new hip hop album, man. We gotta listen to it." I put it in his van, and he was like, "Who is this?" And I was like, "It's this dude named Chords. He's a Swedish rapper." And he's like, "So he's some Swedish dude sounded like Redman." So it's like that's you hear it, man. There's like nothing you can, you know.
Right.
But but I like the old school scratching at the beginning. There's kung fu noises in the background, which
Yep.
is kind of
Yep.
Wu-Tang-ish, But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, movie samples. It's a lot of fun, dude. And I wrote strong Redman influence because yeah.
Yeah.
but
It's
but
kind of that it's kind of that vibe that let's say Czarface is putting out there. Not
sure,
quite where Czarface is leaning into the sci-fi and the comic book side of it.
yeah,
This is leaning, it's just more real life, He's just songs are just about you could almost, if you've seen enough movies, I would assume, and stuff set in like London and that kind of area, you can
right,
almost picture, you know,
yeah,
typical rap video back in the day. This guy walking through, just train spotting, just dirty, not dangerous street level, but just street
yeah.
level stuff. And I
What was the movie about the freaking kids fighting the aliens? Have you seen that movie?
oh yeah, Attack the Block.
Attack the Block. Yeah. For some reason, man, every time I listen to European hip hop,
Hmm.
I just think about Attack the Block.
Well, it's because it's I can't think of a better way to say this. I tried through this whole listen. It's PG. Not, I mean, that's not bad. You
Yeah. I mean, he curses a lot, but
right, but it's
but
not.
he's not talking about murder. Like the
Yeah,
the
it's
the
just
crime the crime song on this album, which we'll get to, is about shoplifting.
yeah,
So it's just
it's
like
just like
yeah, yeah,
hooligan shit. You know what I
right,
mean?
right, right. From track, there's a strong, what is it? One, two, three, four, five. No, four. there's a strong 4-track section that we're or 5-track section that we're gonna get to all about weed though.
Yeah,
And he has a whole grip of songs about smoking weed.
yeah. He
But
yeah.
yeah, which he
Yeah.
doesn't even really rap about weed anymore. Like his music has gotten a lot more soulful and stuff. Like it's cool to see the progression that he's done.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, especially as a hip hop artist, because a lot of times I feel like hip hop artists kind of get stuck in a lane, like Snoop Dogg and Busta
Yeah.
and those guys. They
Well,
don't really change
in a
much.
little bit, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say they don't really change much, but Chords has definitely evolved into something
There were
different.
several times throughout this album where I hear things that it's it's just what the let's see if I can word this right. I hear these little snippets of styles and things that the artists now that are huge, like Snoop, didn't really invent, didn't really
Yeah,
steal.
yeah,
They just managed to bring it to the forefront. It's here. There's these little things here where you're like, yo, that's that. What's that one Snoop song that got super catchy?
right,
That's where that style comes from.
right.
And it's hip hop. I mean, through and
Yeah,
through and through. It's just the subject matter is, I
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I don't know. It's
it's to
creative
me.
because, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say to me, it's like the subject matter is what you would listen to old school hip hop, like
Hmm.
80s hip hop with kind of like 90s hip hop influences.
Yeah.
You know, there's some stuff about the government and things like
Mhm.
that we'll get to, but I mean, it's like I feel like I don't know what the hip hop scene is like in Sweden. He might be the only
Mhm.
Swedish rapper for all I forget. But, but I mean, he's obviously super influenced by American
Right.
artists. But I would assume that because of how music works, like
Yeah.
we don't get Swedish shit. We got ABBA and Ace of Base.
Right.
Like we don't.
Right.
So I assume it's kind of the same way in Sweden. Like he gets some hip hop, but it's not on the radio every day, and it's not
Right.
all the stuff that
Right.
we get to hear. So
That might explain the Red Man sound too.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
from like because he set out to sound like Redman. But
right,
if that's all you could get, or if
yeah,
that's your first exposure to hip hop, of
right,
course you're gonna go, yeah, I want to sound like that, or you're gonna find that voice that most sounds like you, or you think, okay, I could kind of. So it's not necessarily I want to be Redman.
yeah,
He that might have been all he got. If all
right,
you
right.
got is name it one album and you love hip hop, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, you're gonna sound like Brick City.
Yeah.
I mean,
And he's
but
conscious of it, I bet,
I'm
because he
sure. Yeah,
doesn't do it very often. It comes
yeah,
out more like when he's flowing and relaxing, when he's getting kind of groove with it. That's
right.
when the Red Man comes out.
Yeah,
Makes me wonder about the hmm, personality styles. Because Redman, I've seen him on, I think it was maybe Danny Jones's podcast,
yeah,
seems exactly like you think he would,
right, right.
personality wise, and the way he moves and the way he talks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wonder if this guy Quartz is just the same way.
I don't know. He seems like a really chill dude, which I think Redman is pretty chill.
Yep.
Smokes a lot of weed, funny guy. You
Yep.
know, I kind of assume that he could be the same way. I mean, I really don't know, man. It's hard to find info on chords, even though
Yes.
the
Because I
weirdest
had to
thing
go
is
look
like
too.
he's a pretty big star in Sweden. Like his albums do well over there. It's so weird, and we just
He's
like,
probably like this big, tall, blonde,
yeah, yeah, dude, I'm
beautiful
sure.
dude.
Yeah. Well, this is him, right? Sitting in the chair, but
I mean,
back
he
in
looks like
2003.
more
I
like
mean,
he's going to make the next Swedish Bruce Springsteen album.
right. Yeah. Yeah, man.
But I mean, honestly, that background kind of works.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not, I mean, he's talking about being poor, but it's not crime. It's
Right.
not the exact kind of picture we see a lot in American hip hop.
Right.
but it's still close to the same. I still heard, you know what? Yeah, it's still like you were saying, it's still American hip hop. We just get
Right.
to see it through a
Different
Swedish
eyes.
lens,
Yeah.
which I
Yeah.
picked up again later. That's why I was about to say, oh, we'll get to it later. But
Right.
I thought that was kind of neat. I'm like, okay, it's like, what's this Swedish dude think about hip hop?
And this is it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. He
Yep.
don't know nothing about busting caps and
Right. Yeah.
working hoes and all that
Yeah.
stuff that's very American culture.
Right.
What do you know? I mean, I was waiting for him to say any line about like tagging, spray painting,
Right. Because yeah, that is big back and that is big over there, like in the culture,
Right.
right?
That's
Um,
that vibe.
yeah. So the next track is Chillin' Like Matt Dillon.
Yeah.
And it has a cool guitar sample, brings in some reggae sounds, which is
Yeah.
cool.
The
It's
reggae
fun.
sounds was a little I don't know, I wasn't expecting it because
Yeah,
I wrote I have no idea what in the reggae hell this is. But I kind of like it.
it's awesome. Yeah, I mean it fits the vibe though,
Yeah, yeah.
especially and this is the weed section of the
Yes.
album, so might as well jump
Yes.
in with some reggae, man. While he's smoking
Somebody
some weed.
definitely hooked him up in Sweden, and now his life has completely changed.
Yeah, I'm saying, dude, isn't everything legal over there? Like, and has been for a really long time. Like, they have hash bars in Sweden, right?
I don't
Isn't
know.
that? Yeah, I think in Sweden you can pretty much buy weed like you can cigarettes. So,
I don't know.
you
I
know.
always joked about going over there when you hear the stats about how much they like Americans and what their women look
Yeah,
like. And it's like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah,
I mean, it's cold all the time though.
yeah. Fuck that, dude. I'm
Yeah.
I'm got enough cold right now.
He rapped
But
about Tang in this
he
song.
did. Yes. Yes.
I loved it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, there's definitely some cool references to American stuff. I mean, the song is called "Chilling Like Matt Dillon."
Yeah.
So, who is probably chilling pretty hard. He's freaking Matt Dillon. But
I'm not placing a name right now. I'm not placing a
oh,
face.
Matt Dillon. So he was in There's Something About Mary, but he was played Dallas in The Outsiders. Main character in Rumblefish.
I just watched The Outsiders again the other day.
Yeah, so he was
I think they
Dallas.
edited the crap out of it.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
It didn't make any sense, like the way they were talking,
Yeah,
and
but
and
yeah,
I did.
Matt
It
Dillon is
wasn't streaming on TV. I actually went like to Hulu and typed it out and found it that way, and it was
okay.
still like I'm pretty sure the words were edited.
Weird.
Yeah, very weird.
Weird. But yeah, Matt Dillon's been famous since like 1978. So
Yeah, I probably just not
he's
placing his
probably,
face.
but I'm saying like he's probably chilling. The guy has been famous for a really long freaking time.
Is he a fan of Tang? Does
I
he
don't know
like
about the Tang part of it, but
how did Tang break over to
I don't
Sweden?
know. I guess they like Tang in Sweden.
Wouldn't that be weird? Like it's their
It's something about Tang on ice or something like that, right? Isn't that what he
yeah,
says?
yeah.
Yeah.
Something like he even takes his Tang on the
On
rocks.
ice or on the rocks, yeah.
That's
Funny.
such a funny visual. Can you imagine like
Cup of Tang. I thought of it in like a whiskey jar, like a whiskey
no,
jar of
no,
Tang
no.
with some
See,
ice. Like that's what I was thinking about.
I
Like,
have it pictured like kind of the background. You have some like low level guys trying to act gangster, right?
right.
And he's got Tang in a tumbler glass on ice, like
Nice.
all those fancy with their
Yeah,
whiskey.
yeah, yeah. That's hilarious, man.
I
But
don't
yeah,
just as
the lyrics make me smile.
yeah.
Hits do like the Tang stuff. The
Yeah,
you
he's
know.
not trying to drag anybody down. It's
Mm-mm.
that's kind of what I was saying with the PG thing. It's
Yeah,
it's positive, it's good. It's
everything is positive on this album.
yes.
Even the police brutality song is kind of positive. It's just like the way he delivers it. Like
Yeah,
it ends with like, fuck off, I'm gonna do what I want anyway. Get your lights out of my face, type. So
right.
yeah,
Damn the man.
yeah. Um, and then
What if he was like running Tang, like moonshining, but with Tang?
Tang. I'm going nuts. So he lives in southern Sweden, right? So he's going up north with his Tang,
Yep.
like trying to sell some black market Tang.
Some
Oh,
orange
man.
lightning.
Oh Lord, that's too funny, dude.
I,
So,
I haven't
so
had Tang and
I can't even remember the last time I had Tang. I bought some a while ago though. I did buy like a jug of it,
yeah.
and like since Casey was in existence because I made it for him. I was like, dude, you gotta try Tang. So I mean, it's been in the last 11 years, I suppose.
Yeah, and it was like terrible, watered down
It's
orange drink.
really, I think Tang is pretty good to be honest, but it's how do you describe Tang?
I know how to describe it,
It's
but
sweet
unfortunately,
and sour, like at the same time. Like it makes you kind of go like this when you drink it,
mhm,
but it's also got like it tastes like it's got a lot of sugar in it.
yeah.
So it's like it's a weird, yeah.
Um, I was gonna say that I think anyone who has chosen, been forced to stay, or spent any amount of time in any kind of government ran,
Facility.
yes,
Okay.
has had watered down orange drink.
Fair. Fair.
That's what it is. It's that crap that um, they probably gave you at whatever if you checked yourself in to get, you know, it's
Yeah.
definitely that crap they give the prisoners. It's
Yeah, I don't know, man. I see. I have fonder memories of Tang. So
because of the astronauts. It was like a space thing,
it
right?
was, yeah, yeah. Tang was sent to space with the astronauts. It was the official astronaut drink. Um, Tons of vitamin C keeps them healthy up there in space.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that
that's
makes
not.
sense.
I don't know. I remember when I was a kid, Tang was a treat. It was like, oh, can we get some Tang?
Yeah.
So it was just always
Well, that was the begin. Really, that was kind of the beginning of drinks at home.
right.
There was like this explosion. Like I remember being really young. Now we were super poor, so if my
Yeah,
mom bought us a 2 liter of something, like me and my
yeah,
brother, that was for the week. That was our whatever.
yeah.
So we were always super, I don't know, judicious about what we were going to get to drink. And I remember just right around, I don't know, 6, 7, whenever you would kind of notice that sort of thing, it was like there was these waters, these clearly Canadian flavored waters. They
Okay,
popped up, and
right.
then Snapple popped up,
Okay.
and it was just off to the races.
Yeah, when I was a kid, we used to drink sugar water, dude.
Hmm.
Like that's how freaking poor we were. We would make a pitcher of sugar water, and it'd be in the fridge, and you had to stir it up before you drank it. And we would drink freaking sugar water instead of Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
That's craziness if I think about that now. I would
Yeah.
never in a million years think to give my kid a freaking pitcher of sugar water. Like, what in the world? But yeah,
Well, I mean, if you think about it, there are people that are going to be like, a 2 liter, like we were poor, but my
yeah,
mom still made it special.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
we didn't care that it was just a 2 liter. It was, you know,
yeah.
mom, it was a
We
gift. It was special. It was a treat from my mom. It
sure,
was,
sure, yeah, yeah. We didn't really get soda.
mm,
It was too, if we saved up our own money, like collecting cans or whatever, because back
yeah,
home you could collect cans.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, 5 cents a can, and you turn them in and you get some soda. But yeah,
Well,
aside
that's the
from
kind
that,
of thing that
you
this
know,
album's about. It's just street level stuff. It's just
yeah,
normal. This is what people, he's basically kind of saying this is what they do. I mean,
yeah,
he might be saying
yeah.
he smokes a little bit more weed than the
Than the average person, yeah,
right, but what
yeah,
else is he gonna do?
right, right. I mean, so the next track is like this. Um, and I thought that production on it was really innovative. Like,
Hmm.
it didn't the production jumps out right away. It's like, wow, this doesn't sound like anything that you would normally hear in hip hop.
Right,
It's
right.
really cool. Um, and I can feel these songs, dude. That's the weird, like, the movement and it's visceral. I can feel it in
Yeah.
my blood. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Just the way that these songs get in.
Hmm.
Um, he's a great freaking MC. He paints pictures with his words, like talks about him and his crew, and you can just see it, you can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
everything happening, man. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree completely with, I mean, pretty much everything you said there. This song, like, started to bother me a little bit. That
Oh,
synth sound reminded me of something, and I was like, "What
yeah.
is that?" So I kept
Yeah.
going, "What is that? What is that?" And it put me off to the song, which
Okay.
is on me, not on the artist,
Right, right, right.
because there was a lot of really neat things going on in the song. It's
Yeah.
the fourth song in, and it's really the fourth different
Different
style.
style. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Absolutely.
like that a lot. And just throughout the song, maybe because I was stuck on that, what is that?
That
I don't
noise.
know. I
Yeah.
don't even
And
know
you don't
why
you
we
don't hear it.
obsess.
That's what I mean. It's like a really unique. Yeah. Yeah.
And so I was just like, I don't think mainstream would know what to do with this.
Fair. Yeah, at
How
least
do
not
you
that song.
even? I mean, it's good. It's a well constructed song. It's got all the
Right.
things that all the hip hop songs have.
Yeah.
But
But the
it's almost,
production is weird.
yeah, it's probably
It's
just,
weird. Yeah.
that's probably like a culture noise or something we don't even
Right.
get.
Right. Right.
And I liked it. It's just it messed me up for the song, and that's kind
Yeah.
of unfair because the way he raps, and because he's saying cool things and making cool references,
Right.
and I was kind of focused on why does that tone, like, what are you doing here? And now that
Yeah.
I think about it, it might been like some kind of Swedish.
Who knows? Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Like I said, like you would not hear the production that's on this song. It's hard to explain, but if you listen to it, you get it. Like
Hmm.
this is not production on an American hip hop song.
But
Like
it's
you wouldn't hear it.
right, but it's structured like an American hip hop song.
It is, yeah. Just the like the sound bed is
Yeah.
is different.
Yeah, yeah, actually, and that I got into that a little bit more too with the I don't remember what song, but I was commenting on how this album um a little bit held itself, or it was held back because the technology
Mm.
hadn't quite broke. Like I was saying, I'd hear all these things that got these new hip hop artists so over
Right,
on
right.
this record, and the only difference is the other artists like Snoop was able to turn it up to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
it noticeable. And I don't know if that's an American thing, like we want the bigger bass.
Right, right, right. Well, I think okay, so this album came out in Sweden
Hmm.
23 years ago. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so I mean it's not like honestly Snoop would be before this. Um, but I think like if you listen to like Planet Asia
No.
and Lyrics Born and
Mm-mm.
Dilated People and that
Yes.
backpack rap, I think that he was kind of going in that vein,
Yeah.
because they definitely they don't go for like the really big production,
Hmm.
and they kind of keep it street level and grimy. Like it sounds like something you could make in your bedroom. And I think that that's sort of the production that he was going for on
Yeah.
this, because
Well,
it
it just,
definitely doesn't have like a big hip hop sound for sure.
yeah. And I'm just saying it holds it back a little bit,
Right
but
on.
that just might be a cultural thing because I'm
Yeah.
used to whatever you would call the sounds and tones that are painting the picture of American hip hop.
Right, right. Well, I know, like, so when he made this album, he did some interviews talking about how much he admired, like, boom bap and,
Hmm.
like, old school 80s and 90s
Right.
production. And so, I think he was just kind of trying to go for that. Um, but
And I wonder how much the different cultural attitudes of the areas actually do impact the music. Because
oh, sure.
if you're living in that crazy grinding fast drug
Right.
guns, that everything you do is fast, hurry to the top. Everything has got to be next. It's got to be now. It's got to be the shiniest. It's got to be the loudest, which means
Yeah.
your beats need to boom
Right.
and your
Right.
sounds need to sound like your shiniest gun. Whereas over here, over in Sweden, that's not
Yeah.
really the lifestyle, right? So, or even the culture. So
Yeah.
even though you're playing in the hip hop genre, it's still going to sound different because
Yeah.
the lived experience of the artist,
Yeah. I
maybe.
mean, honestly, like this album is super laid back,
Hmm.
even with his delivery and his cadence and the way that, he it's strange because he kind of has an aggressive voice,
Hmm.
but the way that he uses it isn't aggressive at all. It's hard to explain, but like he's got like a growl, like he sounds like Redman. He's got the,
Hmm.
but like he just uses it so differently. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely a different experience for American hip hop fans to sit down with something like this.
Right.
You know,
And you hear like in the next song, really,
get
I
off
think
me
it's the fifth.
couch.
Yeah, that's like this song here. There was a All right, it's called Get Off Me Couch.
Yeah.
This is the weed song.
Oh yeah.
There was a point in time in America, this if this would have got near the radio, it would have exploded. When Afro Man were doing their shtick and Nate
And
Diaz was smoking before fights, and
right,
there
right,
was
right, right.
this small point in time where that kind of pot swagger personality was a little more accepted. And
Yeah.
this is that genre.
Yep.
Cypress Hill, this is, I mean, yes, it's a pot song,
Right.
but I don't know, there just has to be a story here. At this
Yeah.
point in the album, there's got to be more to this artist. Why the
Yep.
reggae? He's in Sweden.
I think so like I said, I feel like it's about what records reach them,
Yeah.
and you just grab what breaches you and you turn it into an influence and you put it in your stuff.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I agree completely. It's just it's neat
yeah.
to hear it from a foreign lens. Like
Yeah, for sure.
he's kind of like where Doomtree let us look at their lives. He's doing it also, and it's
Right.
the like I was maybe trying to get at with the cultures, the perspective is so different that it would influence everything in neat little ways. Like, in American hip hop, they you might reference your chain. That's something that's got to be in there. That's just a staple.
Yeah.
Or your swag or your grill. You kind of get the gimmick.
Yeah.
I'm sure he did that kind of thing in these songs in a really
Yeah, we're not gonna
interesting,
know.
creative
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
And I missed it.
Right.
There were times he was putting his mom over, and just
Yep.
that kind of, it might be a different experience for you, as we've talked about. Even though I grew up poor, I still
Yeah.
lost a mom and these experiences.
Yeah.
And it's just that I don't know. I like looking at it from his perspective. It's subtly different, and I think you can hear it in the little stuff like the notes and the tones and the
Yeah, definitely. So is there like a big blast of horns at the beginning of this song?
that was that horns?
I think, and then you don't hear it again. It's just like, and then there's nothing. It never comes back. I was like, horns, and then nothing, dude. I thought that
I
was a
wonder if
really
he was going
weird.
for like the pow, hit in the face, the
Yeah,
weed hit
sure.
you. Like,
Yeah, yeah. And I thought that the background, like, the beat, the music for it sounded like a black exploitation soundtrack,
yeah, yeah,
which
it
I
did.
thought was kind of a neat thing,
Yeah,
you
it
know?
was.
Yeah. And this is like one of the first songs where you really notice him switching up his cadence,
Hmm.
like a lot. Like he
Hmm.
raps kind of regular pace and gets a little faster and, kind of bounces around with his voice a little bit. And it's like he can do some neat shit, you
Yeah.
know? So, yeah, I mean, I thought it was cool. Oh man, this next song, all of the shit.
Okay. I just wrote that this was the song I alluded to earlier that
Yeah.
it just connected how just normal street
Yes.
level
Yes.
for his area this must be.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Black Sabbath in their area, they sound like they're and
Yeah.
it's really neat. Like I just got done saying the perspective change, the view is just really cool, especially on this song because there was a couple lines that I had no way to find. I'd hear him, I go, oh yeah, and then he'd hit me with something else. I'm like, oh, that's cool too.
Right. Right.
It's,
Right.
it's
Yeah. I mean,
so rapid fire.
this song is just like it's music about life. Like it's
Hmm.
just all of the shit that happens every day, and some of it's good and some of it's bad. And here we're just gonna talk about all of it in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
4 minute song. It's got a cool little flute loop, which reminded me of like some of the Beastie Boys later stuff, and also Tribe Called Quest, and
yep,
some of that stuff that they started putting flutes in hip hop.
yeah.
So that was neat. And there was something about like I think there's a guitar playing in the background, just kind of faintly, that sounded almost like a spaghetti western or something. Like it sounded like
There was
cowboy
another song
music.
too where there was some guitar hiding in it. I was like, oh, I
Yeah,
like that, but it's not
yeah.
enough to where I could zone in on
Right, right. You could kind of hear it in the background. I'm like, is that cowboy music? It's
it.
just neat, you know?
Cowboy shit.
Yeah, cowboy shit. Brr. It's neat, man. Bobby Duncombe Jr. or Bobby Duncombe Sr. Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah,
It might a
it's just
little.
neat.
There's no real Western feel to this album at all.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. But there is definitely a
I
little
feel like
in the
he's
background.
just hanging out, listening to the Red Man, maybe smoking a little more than is probably recommended, but to each their
Right.
own,
Yeah.
and watching like Blackula and Shaft, and I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah.
get you, sucker,
Hell yeah.
and Jackie Brown.
Yes,
And
sir.
am I even allowed to like these movies? I mean,
Dude, I do, so whatever.
Action Jackson. Come on,
Carl Weathers, baby.
son. Action Jackson is probably so terrible now.
Yeah, I'm sure it's bad. Dude, I'm so like r- reluctant to watch The Last Dragon
Fuck
because
off. Barry
I
Gordy's Last Dragon
loved
rules.
does it still rule? Because I loved that movie when I was a kid.
Who
I feel the
am
same.
I?
What's that?
Who am I?
No, it's Who's the Master?
It's Who Am I? Dude, I've
So
seen this
that?
movie a million times. Me and my buddy Mitchell, I don't know if he
Yeah.
listens to this or not, but it's been a lifelong thing between the two of us. I have a VHS copy upstairs. I could go get it
Nice.
right now. I don't know where this out. It's
Nice.
Who Am I? Show Nuff. You're thinking, who's the baddest? Show Nuff. Who's the prettiest? Show Nuff. It's the lead up to
Okay.
Who Am I?
I just
Show
remember
Nuff.
when we were kids, we used to walk around to each other and go, "Who's the master?"
Yeah.
Show enough. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in
And
a
I
really
think it's Who's the
long time.
Baddest
Okay.
because it's got that 80s goof camp.
Right.
Dude, Bear
Yeah,
Gordy's
yeah.
The Last Dragon is unintentional classic. I don't even know how to.
I think it was supposed to be a classic. I think they totally set it up to be a classic.
Yeah,
Just like Escape from New York. I haven't seen that movie in decades because I'm worried that I won't like
yeah,
it as much as I
me too.
loved it when I was a kid. You know?
That tends to happen.
Yeah.
Kind of like we were talking about on this album, how the technology changes a bit.
Yeah.
It's it can be pretty prevalent. It's not so bad on this album, but I've seen movies that you would love. Like Goonies is my big example. Who
Yeah,
doesn't love the Goonies? That's
dude,
uh,
dude.
go ahead.
Casey has now told me anyway that he's seen Goonies 3 times. He goes to a friend's house, and I guess they really, really like it, and they watch it all the time.
Awesome.
And he's like, "I love the Goonies," and I'm like,
Hmm.
"You love the Goonies? Holy shit!" It's so awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
So um watching it on newer TVs and in
yeah,
4K, some of the special effects is real bad,
sure, yeah,
especially when they go down into the
yeah,
cave and
yeah,
stuff falling from the ceiling. It's
yeah,
so
yeah,
bad that it just breaks whatever that magic is, that disconnect. It's called some a suspension of disbelief.
yeah, sure.
It just rips that so open for me, and I can't watch the Goonies now.
Yeah, well, thankfully for me, like I grew up on the Super Show. Croft Super Show was my shit when I
I
was a
don't know
kid.
what that is.
Okay, so the Croft Super Show was basically Sid and Marty Croft. They were this husband and wife, I believe, and they
They had a
were,
daughter named Laura. She got lost in a cave.
yeah, no, they were puppet masters,
She had a
and
nice
they
rack, and they were puppet masters.
puppet masters, but they would build like life-size puppets. Like some of them were costumes that people actually wore, and they did these shows like Sigmund the Sea Monster and Land of the Lost and shows like that, and they were all very cheesy with
Okay.
like paper mache fucking boulders and stuff, and like, but that I loved it.
Yeah.
And dude, I grew up on Star Trek too, and
You could do that.
the
Look at
sets
South
on
Park.
Star Trek were trash.
You don't have to,
So
and I've always said this in the ring too.
yeah,
You can disguise your own weaknesses with
yeah,
art if you know
yeah,
how,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Just look at South Park.
Right, right.
Come on. What more? I mean,
Canadians,
right.
they're flapping heads.
Those guys, like, it's next to nothing. What I was getting at
Yeah,
is what they did, in all
yeah,
honesty, is next to nothing.
right.
It can be done.
Yeah,
I mean, this guy in Sweden's doing it.
yeah, 100%.
Um, to drag back to chords,
Yeah.
the seventh song, this
Wrap
must be
your chops.
one of those slangs that I just don't get. Wrap your
So
chops.
So here's the funny thing about this, right? Because I love that sample. I think the vocals on that sample are so dope. So
Hmm.
I actually looked into it. And the
Oh, good.
reason, like, there's a scratchy vinyl and stuff, you know?
Hmm.
So that is a sample from a 1938 jazz record.
Mm.
And the guy is talking about getting high.
Hmm.
So it must be something that they said in 1938, you know? Because the whole sample, he's like, wrap your chops, sit down and get high with me. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, it's just something that they said. The guy's name is Sidney
Hmm.
Bechet. And yeah, it's from 1938. So who knows what
Maybe
that's
it's,
supposed to mean? you know?
well, when once again, when you're in Sweden,
Yeah.
what, who knows? Like, if you flipped on the radio in Sweden, what's the jam? What's Taylor Swift?
Right. Right.
How's pop doing over there? What's the metal like? Does it
Right.
have like
Oh, the
obviously there's
metal
some rappers
is
going on. Oh
yeah.
yeah, we know all about this.
Yeah, Swedish metal is 1978 to 1987.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they're doing in Sweden.
Maybe
Like,
this is the other people. They're like, I am not into the devil and murder
yeah,
and corpse
yeah,
paint. I like hip hop though, so
yeah.
we're
Well,
hanging over
there's
here.
also a big sleaze metal. I wasn't even thinking about like the rawr. I was thinking of the all the bands that want to be Motley Crue that are in Sweden. There's a
Oh
shit
yeah,
ton of those bands, dude. There's shit ton of Aerosmith slash Motley Crue freaking bands in Sweden.
that's funny. This
Yeah,
song, like, I really, I really like the structure of
yeah,
this song.
yeah, man.
This is one of those where I was like, I wish he would have played a little more with the different vocal tones.
Sure, 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 sure.
Sometimes he starts the I find it hard, especially on the first listen through, to pick out when he does have a guest and when he doesn't.
Right, because it's very there are some rappers on here who I know.
Yeah.
So like Tone Deaf and Master Ace and Punchline. But
But I
yeah,
think it's more like I was trying to get at with culture again too, when
yeah.
because the way the what I was getting at earlier, the way the lyrics and the vocals are actually used to deliver a rhythm.
Hmm.
Like I noticed that it's not is that making more sense? Like hip hop's a little more broke up or it's a little more focused on the lyrics. They are the
Right.
lyrics. Where I feel like Chords is using his delivery and how fast he speaks, just the natural tones his voice makes to make up the rhythm of this song.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, fair.
really
Yeah,
it's really cool.
yeah,
And sometimes it's like the guest, I'll notice a guest and he's coming in doing something rhythmically kind of different with his voice
right,
too. So I
right.
was wondering if that's more the show off in the Swedish rap scene is what you can do
With your
rhythmically
vocals.
and
Yeah,
fit it
yeah.
into because it's so different than what I think of the American style and it's
Right.
I like it. I like it a lot. I think it would have benefited from just a little bit different of a tone. Like again, to compare it to Doomtree, like when Dessa came in, that girl
Yeah.
voice, it just popped the song. It added a flair. But you said this was his first album, right?
This is his first album, yeah. Yep.
Right. So, and that's the neat thing about this first album is the potential that I can even hear in it. It's like,
Sure.
oh, he hasn't maybe he hadn't heard Doomtree and
Right,
known,
sure.
oh man, the idea of bringing in a female voice to pop the sound and
Right. And I mean that's the thing too, like the majority of these tracks is just chords.
yeah,
He does one track with Tone Deaf, and then he's got another guest. I can't remember his name, but I don't know him. But he's
even
on like two or three of the songs.
mhm.
Um, and then Master Ace and Punchline are on a track with him.
I
The
think
three
it's
of them.
more a culture style thing
Yeah,
because even the names kind of reflect that they're almost singing melody in the words they're saying. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Chords, um,
Well, Tone Deaf is from L.A.
tone deaf, like
Yeah,
the names even kind of
yeah,
maybe it's just the singing style and the vocals that we just don't get as much. Because now I think about LL Cool J does it,
right.
doing it. It's the
Well,
yeah.
yeah,
It's just neat. I'm trying to explain how I heard this guy do his thing, and I'm just missing. That's all it is.
right.
It's unique. I don't know if it's unique, but it's really neat the way he does it. That's why I'm
Yeah,
having such a hard time explaining it.
right on, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, so the next track, which it sucks that you did not get to hear it,
Okay.
is called Searching for Dreams. And it starts off sounding like it's a song about like nostalgia and
Hmm.
missing childhood and stuff. But then it actually turns out that it's about how childhood fucks you up
Mm.
and how, like, the more people tell you, well, he talks about how G.I. Joe taught him to be violent.
Mm.
Like, they taught him that, you walk around with guns and shoot at things and get no repercussions. um, and about how when people tell you that if you smoke weed, it's going to lead to heroin, and they put pressure on you to avoid things that makes you want to go do the things, and how
Right.
basically like, but he's like, and I don't blame any of them because that's the way that they were taught too. But when you put pressure on someone not to do something, it just makes you want to go do it.
Oh yeah, of course.
And it's about how like he felt like at this point in his life he would have realized his dreams. He wouldn't still be searching for them. So it's
Mm,
maybe like the least positive song on the album actually. It's very weird that this guy didn't upload it. I don't understand why it wasn't part of the tracks, but it's a really good song. You can find it by itself if you do a search for "Searching for Dreams." It's actually on YouTube.
yeah.
Um, it's a good
I'm
track.
sure it's worth checking out. I mean, these are
Yeah,
good songs. It's just like I said, the uh, different culture. It's neat,
yeah,
but
definitely.
that's what makes it special to me, obviously, is
Mhm.
I'm really enjoying just what I think, and I'd be interested to hear what other people think also. There's just something I don't want to say offsetting. I
Right.
let's say shifting that kind of like perspective shift in all of the songs, the tones, the I don't know, but to me, I can tell it's definitely a foreign record.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, in the tones and the subject matter, I don't know if that's just, because we've been saying it and I was like, okay, maybe Swedish rapper. That's why I was
Right.
wondering about some of the missing some of the tones and the neat little scratches and the samples because I'm missing a whole.
Yeah, it's funny how he talks about that's how we do it in the South, and he's talking about South Sweden. Like he
Yeah,
mentions that a couple times in a couple different songs. He's like, "That's how we do it in the South," and he's talking about the South of Sweden. Oh, that's
it's
pretty
so
cool.
funny.
Yeah. Um. So the
What
next
is that?
song,
That's what is that thing? That's
yeah, where you cast, dude. I have East Coast tattooed on my neck.
yeah, you're like
It's just part of being a human, I guess. You know.
it's that tribal. We want to be on
Yeah.
teams. We want to
Yeah.
find our group.
Yeah. And then here's see, this is the thing. Like, so just my personal deal. Um, I don't know if you know the song "Oh No" by Pharoah Monch and Mos Def and Nate Dogg.
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, well, there's a line in there where uh, Mos Def says "East Coast on your neck" and you ain't shrugging it off.
Hmm.
And I always thought that would be cool to put on my neck, like just East Coast
Right, because you came
on
to
my
Louisville.
neck. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that lyric. Um, And then when I moved out here to the Midwest, not even talking about Indiana specifically, the first Midwestern place I moved to was Milwaukee. So in 2003.
And
So,
no one gets your inside joke tattoo?
well, I hadn't gotten it yet.
Oh,
I actually just got this tattoo like of 2021, 2020, somewhere around there.
oh wow. Jumping
Yeah.
right to the neck tattoo. I'd have told you not to do that.
Oh, dude, I have a shit ton of tattoos. Did you not know I have a bunch of tattoos?
I know a few.
Yeah, yeah. I've got seven. I don't know if that's a
Yeah,
shit ton, but
and to be completely fair, the conversation gets way different when I start talking about tattoos.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
But
I'm
no, I
so
just,
covered. I know
yeah.
so many people, the
Dude,
stories and the
yeah, I wish that I had had the access, and the
Mhm.
money and because now that I'm 51, I don't even want more tattoos because I feel like my skin isn't the best canvas anymore, you know?
Yeah, I
So,
know what you mean. I just got,
unfortunately,
if I'm gonna be 100% lucky or honest, I got lucky. I met some great people.
yeah,
That's all it's ever come down to.
yeah,
Because the art, I I don't care if they cut me a deal or didn't cut me a deal. I still have never paid what any of what most
right,
of my tattoo work is worth.
right, sure, sure, sure.
So
Yeah. And
I
that,
personally got lucky.
yeah, and when I was a kid and I wanted tattoos, the guy who I found to do the tattoos was terrible.
Hmm.
And no matter what I paid him too much. And I've
Yeah.
had to walk around on these things with these things on my body for 30 plus years. I've gotten two cover ups that, are I
Yeah.
really, really like. Uh,
Hmm.
but that's as far as I got with it. So it sucks. But no, but what I was going to say was what finally pushed me to get the tattoo is that even though, I'm never going back home, I don't want to live
Right.
out there. It makes me anxious. It's not,
Right.
um, the food. I love the food.
How's
Um,
the food different?
it's just better. I don't know how to tell you, dude. It's just better. Like, there's more variety, first of all. Like,
True.
even in a small town, you'll have a Greek restaurant, an Italian restaurant, a Mexican restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, an American restaurant. Like, you'll have, just a lot of different.
Or
Uh,
you used to. I mean, it's not gentrification, right? I don't think that's
yeah,
the word, but this weird, this isn't music related at all, but there's something going on. We travel quite a bit for a
right,
bunch of different reasons,
right.
and I'm noticing more and more towns are just Applebee's,
Yeah,
your basic chain,
boxes. Yeah,
some Mexican places, and that's it.
yeah, yeah.
Like you're talking about is gone. The little Greek places and the little mom and pop diners.
Right, right.
And what
Well,
is it? It doesn't look good. It's boxy, it's corporate, makes us look
right,
like drones.
right.
The buildings are square. The colors are like
Dude, see,
almost,
Connorsville doesn't even have that.
yeah. Well, it's
You
because
know?
Connorsville's dead. It's a dead
Yeah,
town.
yeah,
Whatever held it together, like, I don't know what it is in Rushville, but I grew up in Shelbyville, is
yeah.
Knopf. So
Right.
for
It was
Connorsville, they
Valio
up
here,
and
I
left.
guess, which I don't know anything about Valio, but I guess Valio was what was here, and then
Right.
it
And then when
left.
it left,
Yeah.
well, it's the
But
same thing we've been talking about and comes back to this album. It's
yeah,
just that that's that real shit. We talked about it with Springsteen singing about it. We talked about Doomtree rapping about it. We've talked
yeah,
about Chords rapping about it. It's this desire to express this feeling that we all kind of share. This I'm just everything,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
I'm everybody. We're all the same. We're all being ground on. We're all poor. We're all
yeah. Unfortunately, man.
no. It's it. You sigh when you say it, but I
Yeah,
don't. I don't quite see it like that, especially on this
yeah.
album. It's more like, I mean,
Oh yeah.
all
Well,
good,
Cords
dog.
is having a
It's all
party
good.
regardless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
he's yeah,
smoke your weed and enjoy your life, which
yeah, Cord,
is,
yeah,
I guess, if that's your message. But
yeah.
I ain't got nothing against it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm cool
Right,
with it. Do your
right,
thing.
right. So next track, Days Chasing
Mm.
Days, which has Tone Deaf, who is a part of the Cunning Linguists, who are
Oh,
like
okay.
a rap collective on
Yep.
the West Coast.
Yep.
Who knows how they hooked up, but that's cool because Cunning Linguists. If you've never heard the Cunning Linguists, go listen to them, dude.
Oh
They are
yeah. Well, that's that
so
real like underground like
oh, I know what the
that
big
starts getting into like King of the Dot battle
yeah,
rap type.
yeah, yeah. But he did a track for a Cunning Linguist mixtape called Porcelain. So good. It's a hip hop breakup song. It's so fucking good. Um, but yeah, so he's on this track, Days Chasing Days, and it's basically about how nothing's new. There's no originality, not just in life, but also in music. How it's
Right.
just kind of the same stuff happening over and over again.
Yep.
There is kind of an idea that Chords and Tone Deaf want to bring something new. Like they definitely,
Hmm.
but there's also a lot of frustration in it, I think, where it's just not going to happen. Like you get that idea too. But
That's a really neat now that you say that, that's a neat perspective to look at it, to look at my notes from too,
yeah.
because I noticed that kind of throwback sound again, kind of like almost kind of Ray Charles and I don't remember what album we were talking about, but there's this thing called an Oh Johnny Girl.
Hmm.
Um, they use that gimmick, I guess,
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
this
She's in
song.
this. Yeah, 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 yeah,
And that kind of gives it that retro throwback vibe that you were talking about. So
yeah.
that's why I think it's kind of neat that you brought up that perspective because I kind of did too. I was like, oh, and he's using I don't
Yeah.
know what that gimmick's called, but that oh Johnny girl kind of sing to show you. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. People are still doing the same shit.
yeah,
1930s to right now, you know? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of clever.
It
Like,
is. It
I'm
definitely
using
is.
the music to tell you that you guys all listen to the same sort of music.
Right. Right. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. One of the things, well, the core elements in hip hop is that clever, that
Yeah.
wordplay.
Yeah. Definitely.
I feel like a lot of people hear whatever the gangster rap or drill or whatever the more aggressive kind of, I don't know,
Yeah.
negative hip hop.
Right.
They hear
Right.
that. They don't really hear guys like Chords or the guys from Doomtree really just doing good things with
Right.
hip hop.
Right. Right.
It's so negative, kind of like pro wrestling too. It's got a stink on it. Let's be honest, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Fair.
shouldn't. It
Yeah.
shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And it's keeping people away from finding stuff like this that's just good hip hop.
Yeah. Definitely. See, I mean, here's the thing too. Like, okay, like I said, I love Master Ace.
Mm-hmm.
And eBay is a thing that exists.
Mm-hmm.
And like I have OCD.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will go through these periods in my life. Now I'm doing it with Discogs, but back then it was eBay, where I'd be like, man, I want to find everything that Master Ace has ever done. Like I've
Yeah.
got, three of his albums, but I want
Mm-hmm.
to find everything that he's ever done, every little sample, and I tried to buy everything that had Master Ace on it, and that's how I found this album. And I never would have found this album if I wasn't insane. So
I'm
like,
pretty sure, like, I don't know what you can see, but I
yeah,
think I understand the
right.
desire.
Exactly,
I have to
man.
rein it in because I
Yeah.
start wanting the different variant covers, and
Yep.
then
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh man, I love, and I don't know, Lobo. Why don't I check in on? I
Yeah.
get it. It's something about,
Bro. Trying to collect everything the Lobo has ever been in would be mentally
but I
ins-.
get it. It's
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
it's man, to me, it's like we're getting these little pieces of something, and I don't know if it's because it's artificial, right? The collecting that I need aspect of it. Maybe that's why it's such a little piece of
Right.
something joyous.
Right.
Because I could sit here with a comic book that who knows, I could pick almost any one up. I paid
Yeah.
$5 for, or I paid $50 for, and I will get this enjoyment, this happiness, this.
Yeah.
And if we think, oh, well, I love for you, it's Master Ace. He brings me this happiness.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go get everything I can
Yeah.
because, I mean, it's little pieces of happiness. And then, oh, I'm going to listen to this and I'm going to share it and it's like I was saying about the source. You're just doing that. You're just sharing the happiness. You're just, yeah, it's OCD or
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. Yeah.
insanity in my collecting, quote, maybe hoarding, but it's
Right.
still like it's just joy, right? You're just
Yeah.
making yourself happy.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Oh, should we
yeah.
hold hands and
Yeah, it's kumbaya.
positive hip hop?
Yeah. Um, so the next song is again was not on the YouTube, called Blocking My Game. Um,
Yeah.
and it's basically just a tribute to all of the freaking awesome hip hop that's influenced him. And it's people who you would expect. It's Wu-Tang Clan and Nas and
Hmm.
Redman and so
Yep. Yep.
yeah. But that's what it is. It's just him talking about all the hip hop that he loves. So
That's a thing too in hip hop.
yeah.
From actually two different kind of angles here. Um, there's always been you throw back to who put you on,
Right,
you
right, right. I mean, dude, I remember, being a kid and hearing, Roxanne, Roxanne, and going, holy shit.
what's the artist? I don't know the song.
Oh, UTFO.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Okay.
You might be too deep for me. So, but go
Yeah,
ahead with the
yeah. I
story.
mean, it's totally
Hip hop
possible.
group, I assume.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. UTFO. Hearing Roxanne, Roxanne, and hearing like Rockbox, which was the Run DMC single before they had an album.
Mm,
Um, my grandma got me this fucking mixtape from Kmart, dude. Cheap little
nice.
mixtape, and it had Rockbox and it had Roxanne, Roxanne on it. I don't remember anything else that was on that,
Hmm.
but I was like, this is amazing. I was like, this is the greatest music ever. And at the time, I was into like pop music, Michael
Mm,
Jackson
yeah.
and Culture Club and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, man, I got everything by Run DMC that I could get my hands on. I got UTFO. I went out and got Rock the Bells, Radio, man, LL Cool J. And
Right.
I love hip hop. Hip hop was probably the first music that I really like as far as one genre that I really fell in love with,
Yeah.
Sugar Hill Gang and all that kind of stuff. And hard rock took over pretty quickly, unfortunately. But as far as that early hip hop stuff, and then I got back into it in the '90s. But but yeah, that early stuff, Dana Dane and Melly Mel and White Lines and Go See the Doctor, like all that, man. I loved all that shit. So yeah, I
I
mean,
um I didn't really I didn't really dive in to hip hop. I would pick up stuff I would obviously like here and there growing up. I remember um I don't know if my brother had already moved off to the or already gone off to the army or if I just did the little brother thing and snatch his tape. He had Dre.
okay,
And although it was okay, right?
yeah,
Um I feel like I relate or I try to really relate to music for some reason. If it might
yeah,
be an unconscious, a subconscious kind of, that's just what I do. And I don't, or at least didn't relate or resonate at all
fair,
with hip hop.
fair,
I just
fair,
didn't, which means I missed whatever. I mean, I bought
yeah,
36 Chambers on CD when it came out because that was the Wu-Tang Clan. And
right,
it was
right,
so
right,
like, I
right.
guess I got to check this out. What the f is this? And it
Yeah,
was what it was.
yeah.
It's,
Maybe if Roxanne Roxanne had been the first hip hop song you ever heard, you would have related a little more.
I mean, I've heard, oh, wow,
Yeah.
gosh. My brother was kind of into some weird hip hop there for a while.
Right.
Some stuff that I mean, people can name like Paperboy, that kind of weird, but
Oh, sure. Yeah.
he was stuff like Kid Boom and, oh, God, I don't know. I,
Yeah. Well,
so
Roxanne. Oh,
I was going to say, so I've been around hip hop and I've heard a
yeah.
whole bunch of stuff. It just, I don't know, never grabbed me.
Yeah. Well, Roxanne Roxanne, for those of you who don't know, is a song about a girl who moves to a town and everybody in the crew wants to date her. They all take her on different dates and she disses every single one of them for different reasons. And then they start dissing each other. They're like, "Oh man, see, she played you. I'm gonna go get me some." It's very like, and I mean, I was a kid at the time. Like, I don't even know if I was
It
fucking.
sounds fun though. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes, exactly.
It
Yeah,
sounds I know we catch some shit sometimes as
yeah,
men, as people about locker room talk. But
yeah,
for me, it's intentions, man.
yeah,
Just
for sure.
because I say or like to my buddies be like, wow, she's hot as fuck.
Right,
What the
right,
girl should know is, in all honesty, all you're saying is, wow, that's a beautiful woman.
right. People can just be crude with their language. The
Yeah,
intention of the language should
right,
be
right.
what matters. Just like I don't have a problem with saying fuck, but I have a problem with directing the word fuck at a human being.
Oh, you don't like people saying F you? Like, if I was
Ah,
mad
fuck
and I
you can
said, you
be
know what?
it.
Fuck you.
Well, that depends on the intention as well, because you could say
Fair.
fuck you to somebody and not. But if you like, fuck you, mother, that's a little different. Like,
Oh, that's your yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you can say anything to me that would No,
I
probably not
just
say. You'd have to make the slightest. There are things that if you made the slightest aggressive twitch toward,
yeah,
it'd be over.
yeah, I
But like
just
words, God, you know my well, you know some of my friends, especially the ones in
right,
business. But
right,
what what are you gonna say to me that they don't say to me all the time?
fair, fair. I
The
just
things we say to each other are it's awful, and I
yeah.
don't care. It's hilarious.
Dude, I got in this weird thing for a while where I was saying fuck you to people
Hmm.
instead of saying goodbye. I don't know
Thank
why.
you.
I don't know why I started doing it, dude. It'd just be like, and they'd be like, all right, see you later. And I'd be like, yeah, fuck you. And I'd just leave. And I was like, I gotta stop doing that. People are gonna get pissed.
Well, it
Like,
depends on who it is. I mean, if they get it,
I
they get
did
it.
it to everyone, dude. Like, I
Oh,
don't, it was a weird time. I think I was like 22, 23. I just decided, like, it was just something I started doing. I'll do that. I used to anyway, weird stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
my
I
brain will
feel
just
like
tell me that it's time to do something weird, and I'll just do it for a while. But
it's how your brain works.
yeah, yeah.
It's hard to tell your brain to shut up.
It is, unfortunately. Brains talk a lot.
Yeah.
Or at least
So,
mine does.
yeah, mine does too.
Yeah.
Dragging it back, not
Yeah, yeah.
dragging, but whatever, getting back to it.
Got you own. Or
Yes,
own. Yeah.
this album is really good still. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
really enjoying sitting with it. I'm getting a little something with his voice. And I
Okay.
think it's just what he's doing, like the style. It
Yeah.
it's almost a little repetitive. Not in a bad
Okay.
way.
Okay.
It's just like when he does choose to do different things, I tend to enjoy it a little bit more. So when
Right.
he gets into a song like this, I was like, "Oh, wait a minute." And then they do that there's like an
Yeah.
insult funny thing back and forth at the
Right.
beginning.
Right.
And I
Right.
thought, oh, okay, that kind of sets the whole tone. And then the
Yeah.
song itself, is it about a heist?
Wait, are you talking about Supermarket Sweep?
Yeah.
No, no, this we're still on we're on Got You Own, the one with Master Ace and Punchline.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was getting confused. I was like, wait. So Got You Own is a really short song. It's two verses and a chorus.
Right.
And Master Ace does one verse. Well, Punchline does a verse. Master Ace does a verse, and Chords does the chorus. So
Okay.
on his own album, he doesn't even get a verse because I mean he's rapping with freaking Punchline and Master Ace. So
Right.
yeah,
And
you
he
know,
uses his voice more like a
yeah,
chorus, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah. But that song is basically just about being a nice MC, and
Hmm.
you've got two of the nicest MCs in the history of rap who no
Right.
one freaking knows. You know, uh,
I mean,
well,
it's
Punch is kind of famous now, right? Isn't Punch and Run the Jewels?
no.
Who punches in some group, man?
Run the
Esoterics and Run the
Jewels.
Jewels.
What?
Is Esoteric and Run the Jewels?
No, esoteric.
LP.
What?
LP's and Run the Jewels.
Yes, LPs
It's
and
one of
Run.
those freaking
Yeah,
backpack rappers,
it's
man. All
Killer
right.
Mike, LP, and it might be mostly those two guys because
Yeah,
LP
yeah.
does a lot of the beats and a lot of the
Right.
stuff.
I knew it was one of those backpack rappers. But anyway.
Backpack rappers?
Oh, you don't know about backpack rap?
I don't get the
Okay.
context. Yeah.
Backpack rap was like it was a genre of rap. Um, and it was basically just rappers who were really, really literate. And
Mm.
and you call them backpack rappers because the idea was that they carried around a bunch of books
Mm.
on their back to read and to, put
Right.
that kind of shit into their
Right.
and
Yeah.
Punchline is one of them and LP and
Right.
Esoteric and
Just smart rappers, guys that are
yeah, yeah, yeah,
talking about
yeah,
some stuff.
basically. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I
But
love that kind of stuff. You got
me too. It's my favorite kind of rap, probably.
um
So
we just talked about most of the guys in it except for Ill Bill or
right. Well, and Dilated Peoples falls into that, and
they're
lyrical
so yeah,
lyric
the group
born.
I'm thinking of you'll get right away because they're that important.
Yeah,
It's Esoteric and 7L and is it Ill Bill?
I'm not sure, man.
Is it Jedi Mind Tricks?
Oh, Jedi
I'm
Mind Tricks.
thinking
Yeah,
of.
okay.
And then Army
I
of the
didn't know who all
Pharaohs.
was in Jedi Mind Tricks. That's the funny thing. Like,
No, I think I'm maybe
I've
Army
heard
of
him a million times,
Pharaohs.
but what is it?
Maybe it's Army of Pharaohs. That was
Okay.
is it Ill Bill? No, Vinny Paz. It's Vinny
Oh, okay,
Pazienza.
sure. Yeah, I know Vinny Paz. I've heard him on a bunch of mixtapes.
I think he boxes too, doesn't he?
I think he's just named after a boxer. There's a
Oh, okay.
boxer named Vinny Pazienza from, I think he's from New York.
Yeah.
And Vinny Paz named himself after Vinny Pazienza.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, he goes to a boxing gym and at least works out.
Hey, right on. Good for
Well,
him.
he's been on Rogan. It was pretty cool.
And he obviously loves boxing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If he named himself after Vinny Pazienza. So,
Right. I kind of wondered
yeah.
because I see the name or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the
But
same vein, genre, off
yeah,
split, offshoot, like you said. I just didn't know it was called
yeah,
Backpack Records.
backpack. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And like MF Doom,
Yeah.
all of those guys, all the Raucous Records guys are backpack rappers.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
that's the boom bap kind of thing
yeah,
because, Czarface, that's what that is. It's just nerd literate.
yeah, yeah. I mean, for sure. So then we already started talking about Supermarket Sweep. Supermarket Sweep's a cool ass song, dude.
Oh, it sure is.
Yeah, it's about shoplifting.
Yeah.
They make it sound like they're robbing a bank,
Uh-huh.
but it's about stealing some groceries and putting a TV under your shirt, and like it's just great, dude. And they're
I
like,
know. It was,
and if they catch us, we'll just run. Ain't none of these security guards got guns.
yeah.
Dude, so good. You know, like, yeah,
It's like I said, it's somehow it's just that positive kind of hooligan street culture. It's
yeah, yeah. It's fun, man.
it really is, but it's also like so relatable. You're just
Yeah,
like, I get that. I understand that completely. And
yeah,
it's
yeah. I mean,
again
who
not,
hasn't shoplift?
yeah, it's not, he just told a story about stealing.
Yeah, yep.
Again, just draw up the perspective or just think of the perspective of the two cultures with the hip hop. The stealing one and our whatever would probably be like,
Robbing a bank.
yeah,
Yeah,
swipe all them
but they're
diamonds. A
yeah.
little more
He's like,
maybe I'm a little full of shit.
yeah, yeah.
But
He's
this
like,
guy's like, I mean
stealing
heisting some
jeans and
candy, like some
yeah,
groceries.
stealing jeans and Kit Kats.
Yeah,
Like, it's dope, dude.
it
Yeah,
is. It really is. This is my favorite song on the album.
great song.
I
Yeah,
had a fun time with the heist. I
yeah,
like heist stuff anyway if it's done well.
yeah.
Um, Made me think of I just started reading comic book series from Limited, whatever you don't care, from IDW called King
Okay.
of Spies.
Oh, neat.
And
Okay.
it's about basically this old heist spy guy with swagger and big gray
Yeah.
beard. And it just, for some reason, this song, it just happened to
I,
connect what I was digging in comics at the moment. And I was just like,
yeah.
how
I love
cool is
heist
this?
movies and stuff. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love heist stuff, dude. It's so good. Um, and then the reggae returns for
No,
knocking on me door, knocking on me door, which is
no,
actually what's that?
not for me.
No, what was next?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No more music for me.
Oh man,
I got 10 songs.
what the shit, dude? So you didn't even. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I will talk about the last couple of tracks then.
All
Damn it.
right. Let me hear it.
So knocking on me door, knocking on my door, but it's
Yep.
knocking on me door. It's got the brings back reggae. It's a song about police interrogation and police brutality. The first actual line in the song is, "Of course, my eyes look funny. You got that light in my face." So it's pretty funny. But yeah, it's basically about, man, I'm not hurting nobody. I might
Yeah,
smoke a
there's
little
nothing. I
weed.
pulled up because it was bothering me. I pulled up
Yeah,
the video, the link you sent me, and it doesn't have any more songs.
that's crazy.
Dude, YouTube
Damn,
was doing me dirty.
freaking America.
Yeah. Anyway, so sell these songs to me that were probably great
Yeah,
that I
yeah,
missed.
yeah. So I will send you the link that I found because
Okay.
that is also missing. So, but you didn't get Searching for Dreams or Blocking My Game either, right?
Mm-mm.
Damn. Okay. So I will send you the link that I was listening to, which I thought was the same one. And it's
On
got,
YouTube?
yeah, it's on YouTube,
Hmm.
and it's got two more tracks. So
It seems like there's more space for tracks after, so maybe it's
weird. I
not.
wonder why it didn't play.
No, it probably did play, maybe it wasn't named.
Oh, sure, sure, sure. So yeah. So maybe you just heard them and
Wasn't
didn't
able to
realize it
differentiate.
went
It's
into another
possible, but I don't
song or
think
whatever.
so. Yeah, I don't know. I missed
Okay.
out. That sucks.
Yeah. But yeah, so Knocking on My Door, is, like I said, a reggae song. It's about police brutality
Right.
and basically the end of it, he talks about how I know how you did my buddy Pete. You dragged him to the jail by his ponytail and threw him in a cell. And like, you know, but the end of it is like, look, you can't mess with me. I know my rights. Like, get your dogs out of here. Like, quit,
Right.
leave me alone. All I'm doing is smoking a little weed. So it's like, you know, it's a cool song. Then the last track is Idiot Savant.
I wonder what the I mean, you said it's mostly legal over there, you thought, right? I was trying to say,
Right.
I
I think
wonder
that's
what
why he's
the
like, you can't mess with me. I'm just smoking a little weed. Like,
right.
he's like, leave me alone. Um,
All I wanted was a Pepsi.
right. And then the
Yeah.
last track is called Idiot Savant, and it's kind of the superhero track where he hypes himself up. He talks
Mhm.
about how dope he is, and there's a line. Uh, he says, he says, "This isn't just rap, asshole. It's genius music. I can't do it the way he did. Damn it." The way that he did it, it sounded like it rhymed. This this isn't just rap, asshole. It's whatever. It was a cool line
Yeah.
the way he said it. The way he delivered it, it was a cool ass line. This isn't just rap, asshole. It's genius music. But anyway,
Oh,
um,
I'm sure there were so many
yeah,
awesome lines in this that I even wrote down in here somewhere that YouTube was doing me a heckin' trash because
the
I, so much information I didn't have
right. The
and I
funny
couldn't
thing
find
is,
anything more.
so we listened last like 2 weeks ago. We listened to "It's All Good" by Hate Machine.
Hmm.
Which, dude, we're lucky if there was 1,000 copies of that album pressed. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you go on YouTube, every track is listed, the times on every track. You know what I mean? There was information about Hate Machine, and this
I
guy
mean, what are the
Chords.
chances the guy's even still alive?
Yeah, yeah,
Who would upload it if,
yeah,
who knows?
yeah. And then you got Chords, who is a star in Sweden. And still making records, and you can't find out dick about him, and half his music isn't available, and like I
That is
see it's
weird.
it's funny because I wanted to do like his newest album because it's so good and
Uh-huh.
so like soulful and so different from this. But I thought it'd be neat to look at this one and kind of show where he came from, and I didn't realize it was going to be such a pain in the ass. But
It's all right. It's all
but
part of it,
anyway,
really.
yeah.
We
But
end up
this
having a
is uh,
we just end up having a story about trying to figure out this album. So it's like
right, right, right.
kind of all part of it.
Yeah, but I mean, it was reissued recently on double vinyl, which is really cool. Um, but it's such a good album, man, and it'll make you smile.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of hip hop where you can be like, man, I listened to this and smiled the whole time. This
It
music
came
is
across
just
like
yeah,
yeah, that's the best way to put it too. It's just I don't know, it's just a hip hop album. It's got
yeah,
all kinds of it does all the things you want out of hip hop. It's just not negative.
yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. I freaking love the album. I think Chords is a really talented dude. I really wish that more people in America knew him. There's actually a
Right.
reggae group called Chords, and I think there's like a old '50s like doo-wop group called The Chords, which makes it even more confusing when you're trying to find his music.
Right.
Um, but
Well, that's kind of what we wanted out of this was because we get to find something that's rare or not a
yeah,
lot of people have heard and stuff like this that you already knew. We get to say, here, give it a listen. It's
Yeah, check it out, man. But yeah, I mean, I think it's 100% worth digging out. You
oh
can
yeah,
find copies on Discogs if you want to listen to it, with but this album at least is not streaming in America. There are no American streaming rights to this album.
right.
So if you want to listen to it, you have to rely on choppy YouTube videos like we did. Um,
I feel like this album would have fit really well in suburban America where they unfortunately latched on to the negative aspects of hip hop and created that whole white boy
yeah,
gangster thing where they had to be more tough. But something
yeah,
like this would have been should have been what was being pushed because
right.
it's the same beats, it's the same, not the same, but you know what I mean. It's
Yeah,
melodies and the hooks and the scratching and the samples. It's all the stuff that all the fans love about hip hop.
right, right.
And then the subject matter, which is still kind of delivered the same and in a way you like, and name it. It's just the subject matter is just better.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man.
Creative, it's spreading art, it's inspiring.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I personally I would rather listen to this kind of hip hop. I think it's funny because I've heard rap music, like I said, my whole freaking life.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like hip hop in the 80s was a lot more positive.
Hmm.
Like I feel like they were going for they political awareness of certain things, like with the message New York, New York and tracks like that. But then there was
New York,
also,
New York has a, oh yeah, I was thinking of the old
yeah, no, New York, New York, big city of dreams. But
yeah, I
everything
was
in New
thinking
York.
of the Frank Sinatra New
Yeah,
York.
yeah,
Yeah,
different
yeah, yeah.
different track.
Go ahead,
Different
please.
track.
Talk to me. I'm here.
But
Let's
no,
go.
yeah, but I think that the 90s came and hip hop it got so much more aggressive.
Hmm.
I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's so they went from talking about poverty and government upheaval and things of that nature
Hmm.
to actual street reporting, I suppose, of things that were happening, like young black men were getting killed, young black men were getting stopped by the police, young black men were
Right.
fine trying to, and then
We've talked about it a bunch, how
yeah,
music is the voice of, I don't know, the street,
yeah,
the whatever's about to become the revolution. It's in music, right? I mean, think
right,
about
right,
it.
right.
The the way the black community has been treated historically is bad. Is
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You cannot deny that. Even if you want to say at what point is the black community responsible for the gangster problem? I don't know. But still, look how the music has changed in that community. You can see how, or you can see my point about it
yeah,
being the voice of the tip of the revolution. It's like you can see it in the evolution. Well, sometimes I feel like you can see it since hip hop is a newer art form.
right, right,
You get
right.
to see this
70s
timeline of
sometimes.
it,
Yeah,
and it's building. NWA kind of said, "Here's the street," but it's just building and building and building, and it's because it's got to be like I was trying to get at earlier, the culture thing.
yeah,
That culture, black culture, had been, like I said a minute ago, no matter what you want to say about it, they've been treated so badly that this revolution, this thing has gotten into the music, and that's the hip hop,
yeah,
that's the gangster hip hop, that's the voice, that's the rumble, that's the thing of it, right? That's
yeah,
the voice of the people thing.
yeah. I mean, if you think about it, there's people like Marvin Gaye.
Hmm.
The Ecology, Mercy Mercy Me, great freaking song. Um, there's people like Sugar Hill Gang who had tons of songs about what was happening in the ghetto, like,
Hmm.
you know. And then they're kind of like the or even Common, more modern. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution is here, and he's
Look
rapping
at
about,
Tupac, right? No matter
yeah,
what I want to say or opinions about Tupac, he still gets put up here at a certain level. And he
yeah.
wrote that one song. Is it just called Brenda's Baby or whatever?
Brenda's got a baby.
And,
Yeah,
personally, I think I
baby.
have a lot of interesting takes on Tupac,
Yeah,
but that song alone is like, it's like a message. It's like
yeah,
I don't know if you'd call it a cry for help or just and even that, even though that's a hip hop, that's almost a gangster rap type of thing, it still
right.
wasn't now go get your money by killing that guy and exploiting that girl.
Yeah, yeah. But I was gonna say people like that
Hmm.
are sort of like the uh, Martin Luther King of
Hmm.
the movement, let's say. And then you've got people like NWA, Public Enemy, Ice Cube, Ice T, who are kind of like the Malcolm X. They're like by any means necessary, and they
Yeah.
definitely, you know, NWA wore X's on
Hmm.
their hats. I mean, Public Enemy very very blatantly, Malcolm X. It's two different sides. Like Sugar Hill and Common and people of that nature we're kind of trying to educate and let
Hmm.
people know. Whereas I felt like Public Enemy and Ice T and NWA were trying to weaponize and recruit and start something, And I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not saying either one's wrong, or right.
Even if it's just awareness, like
Yeah,
those guys, some of them, especially like Ice-T, was
yeah,
listen, I will be heard,
yeah,
whether it's through hip hop, um,
yeah. Metal.
metal,
Yeah,
or whatever you want to call he
he's like, I'm
does.
getting this out there.
Yeah, or him acting.
Yeah, yeah,
It's that artist, that personality type thing also.
yeah.
It's those type of people that are like, everybody likes that. And it's the root of gangsterism too. That,
Hmm.
hey, I'm the type of person that if I say I'm going to get it done, I get it done no matter what, no matter
Yeah,
who's in my way. It's almost like they take what's a core good personality trait and just turn it up too high. Now I'm
yeah,
the one who will take it the furthest to get what I want.
yeah.
And it's
I,
it's it's doing a disservice to the whole to everyone. Because if that's the hip hop you're hearing, you're staying in that mindset or you're idolizing that mindset or whatever.
right, right, right. And then you've got, Gucci Gang and all this crap that's out now.
Mumble rap, Island
Yeah,
Boys.
yeah.
It's
It's
not
just, it's, and see, this is the thing.
substance.
Yeah, and like, this is the thing, like, you can draw a lineage from NWA and Public Enemy and they're that tree.
Right.
But regardless of what you think, those cats were artists,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
they had a reason for for saying what they said,
Hmm. Hmm.
Whereas and maybe I'm wrong, man. I don't know these kids, but I feel like a lot of the stuff that gets put out nowadays is either swinging your dick or it's inflammatory for
Right.
no reason. They're just doing it.
Well,
It's
I know we've talked about it, and you
yeah,
might have even brought it up more a couple episodes ago about you were telling a story about the Pauls, and they were talking to somebody about a podcast, and they were like, "No, no, 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 that's all done. You got to do the embarrassing thing. You got to do the joke thing. You got to do
yeah.
the
Oh
it."
yeah, yeah, yeah. When they were talking to Tiffany Stratton, and
Yeah,
she just wanted to play video games. She wanted to stream video games. And they were like, "No, you've got to get on your stream
mm.
and do the dumbest thing, say the stupidest thing."
It's the exact two perspectives again,
Yeah,
right? It's um Tiffany, who is probably just inspired and she loves video games and likes to talk to people, her thought is, well, cool. I'll just play some games and talk to some people because I like people. They like me. Go team.
Right.
Where the Pauls are like, all right, we got to make sure that we get the seventh volume rating up because
Right.
at 25 minutes in, the demographic was down and make sure we get the most out of our cheap, generic sugar water drink.
Yeah.
It's different perspectives completely.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, man, I think, if they think that people wouldn't tune in to watch Tiffany Stratton play Legend of Zelda, they're wrong. Like Tiffany Stratton already has the hot girl thing, which,
Right.
hot girls get a pass. They can do whatever they want online and people will pay
It just
attention.
reaches that point where it's not fun. It's not like,
Yeah.
Tiffany
Yeah.
Stratton sits down with whatever, it's a podcast and plays Zelda and talks. That's a little different.
Right.
Just watch Tiffany Stratton play Zelda. I'll pass, thank you.
I feel you, man. I remember though, like, well, Casey, my son, watches NBA 2K playthroughs. He
Hmm.
loves it. He
Hmm.
watches it. He'll sit there and watch it. But the people always set up a scenario too. They're like, this for this video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a season and we're gonna see if we can get such and such a team all the way to the championship.
Oh, okay.
And then like they'll some of the games they'll simulate, but
Mm.
then they'll play the games that they think might be tougher and like so there is like kind of a storyline to it, but I still don't get it. Like I don't want to watch someone else play a game.
It's it's the opposite of whatever it is we're talking about. We're trying to talk about. I'm talking about a flow, a sit, like a spark, and it radiates out. Now it seems like that's not what's going on. Whatever internet is, it's not
Yeah.
art, it's not, but whatever it is, it's chopping our attention spans.
Yeah. I think it's
And
funny because oh go
that's
ahead.
going to hurt creativity
Yeah. Yeah.
because now you're just like, I catch myself, and it's some of it's ADHD and some of it's medicine. I catch myself, it's everybody calls it doom scrolling. It's actually a dopamine loop. You're caught
Sure.
because you think the next thing is going to be the one you're looking for, and that's going to be the dopamine spike. What you
Right.
don't know is you've already burnt it all out. So it's
That's right.
chopping up your attention, and I don't know if that's just going to be what media switches to. Like everything's a reel, everything's a blurb, everything's a
It's like Crash TV, but everywhere. You know.
yeah.
Um it's just
Like who's reading books?
dude, I've got all these books that I've
I
started
read
and
every
I haven't
day.
finished any of them.
I take a book if I'm going anywhere. I
Yeah.
take a book to work. I'm putting in effort to read more.
Dude, you know the funny thing is when I worked where you work, I used to read on the line.
Yeah.
Anytime the line was down, I would just start reading.
Yep. Cycle time.
Yeah. And like I don't know if it was allowed or not, but I
It's
read
allowed. I'm
more.
just
Yeah.
like I mentioned, I had some problems. So
Yeah. I read more during the time. Like I finished a bunch of books while I was working there because whenever the line would go down, I would just start reading.
I've finished and this is conservatively, right? Because I'm not reading a bunch at home yet.
Yeah.
Two, because I reread Night is it just Fall Quest, where
Mm.
Batman gets his back broken. I have the novelization.
I think it's Night's Fall.
Yeah, so I read that, and then I read um up here somewhere there's this giant series that George R. R. Martin from Game of Thrones and all that
Yeah, yeah.
part of called Wild Cards. It's like a reality superhero kind of
Hmm.
universe because there's like 36 of these books. They've been going since the 70s.
Wow.
And I
Okay.
got the latest or wherever I'm at, one of those read, and I'm just trying to read more.
Yeah. So right now I am reading the graphic novel adaptation of Good Omens.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I am reading.
I've read that book. It's really good.
Yeah, the graphic. I mean, the show was really good, so the
Yeah.
graphic novel's good. But I'm reading Frank's book,
Who?
American Kickboxer.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I saw the ad for that or
Yeah.
whatever. It didn't say that. I was like, is that Frank or is that was it just two? Was it American Kickboxer 2?
Um, no, I'm talking about no, it's not. Yeah, it's not Kick Two.
Yeah, it's
It's Frank.
Frank.
Yeah, it's Frank. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. And I'm reading People We Meet on Vacation, but unfortunately, I've been reading that book for like 3 years.
Wow.
So yeah, um,
I don't know. I got Audible going. I got comics on my phone going. I got a
right.
stack to read. My stack to read of comics is ridiculous right now.
Yeah, I have a lot of comics that I haven't read. That's kind of why I've stopped worrying about it. I was pretty much just buying independent comics.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna back off on buying comics for a while because I haven't read any in so long. Dude, I know it sounds like an excuse, but it's mostly my medicine. My medicine, for whatever reason, unless there's like chaos around me, makes it. And I say it's my medicine because that's when I started noticing it. It
Uh-huh.
makes it hard for me to sit down and read.
Huh.
Um, but if there's a lot of stuff going around on around me, I can hone in on the reading. But if I'm just like chilling and trying to read, it's super hard.
There's too much to do.
I really don't know,
I
honestly,
get
because
I'll
there's
get
not, you know?
I'll get short circuited sometimes.
Yeah,
Like that's I think I said it on here. I'm not the person you can leave alone to. I have to have something where I get up and go to a job, to a something.
right.
Because I don't know. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? You just leave me alone and it's just gonna get weird.
yeah. And I have like 12 mobile games that I play, and cycling through all of them takes like 2 or 3 hours.
Yep.
Um,
That's what kind of what I was getting at. I'll be like, all
yeah,
right, I could play a game. What game? I got a bunch of games I need to play. All right, maybe
yeah.
I'll read a book. What book? I got a bunch of books I need to read. Okay, maybe I'll read some comics. I need to get caught up on the comics. Oh,
Yeah.
comics. You need to go in there and I
I
don't know.
feel I feel like I should delete all the games but like four.
Yeah.
And that would probably free up my life quite a bit and free up some space on my phone and maybe make things a little better for me. Uh,
Yeah. And then we got sitting down with these albums and
yeah, yeah.
seeing what we're finding out.
It's funny because I was thinking about that tonight. Like, obviously, this wasn't what the podcast was originally going to be.
Right.
Um, but I'm pretty happy with it. But it's challenging, man. Like coming up
Sometimes, yeah.
with new things to say every week about these different albums, and like it's it's definitely can be a challenge. But
It's also it's just fun, right? I mean,
yeah, yeah,
what aren't you learning? You're learning perspectives and
yep,
many puns intended, right? Because we had that album called Perspectives too.
right,
It's just that sharing thing, it's what we've talked about a bunch, what I've talked about a bunch. Just you want to
yeah,
give people joy, or you
yeah,
should.
dude. I can't wait to talk to Moonlight Seekers.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, they're coming on the podcast to record it on Thursday. Um, I feel like I've kind of been in a rut on the podcast as far as how I've been
Yeah,
relating to people. So I'm hoping that they'll kick me out of it, you know?
I can't wait to get the three of us, me,
Yeah,
you,
that's gonna be
and
fun.
my friend Adam Stoner. You will really like Adam, I'm
Right
telling you.
on. Yeah, we
And he
gotta
will
get
be
that
able to
figured out.
answer a bunch of questions we've had because, he's definitely gone further in music than either of us. So the
Yeah.
perspectives there is going to be a whole lot different. Um, he's honest, he's funny, he's strange. Like it's
Yeah.
just he doesn't seem to have that. It's like he knew how to get out of his own way. He's one of those guys that if he puts himself into it, if he puts his mind to it, he's going to do it. His
Oh,
art is good. His When he decides to make frigging tables, his decorations, it turns out good. His music is good. His painting. He's just one of those guys that's almost the exact opposite of me. Sounds
Right.
like he had the determination and the willpower and didn't get in his own way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he'll probably tell us differently.
Right. It'll be
And he's
like, oh,
smart too and
yeah.
lived, and the AI thing alone is getting
Yeah.
that's
That
I
AI
think
thing
that's
is
one of those
smart.
conversations that need to be had on some kind of national level now. It's a problem.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I feel like people are kind of embracing it at this point. Not just like, well, do you know about what happened with Dominic Mysterio?
No,
So they AAA had like their big broadcast debut on like Fox Deporte or ESPN Deportes, whichever one they're on. I'm
I
not sure
don't
which
think
one.
it's called Deportes.
Deportes, how do you say it? I don't know.
Uh, I'm pretty sure the Spanish ESPN is
Yeah,
not called ESPN Deportes.
Deportes. It might be Desportes, but
No, it's
either way,
Deportes.
Deportes, Importes. Anyway, so they had their big debut on that, right?
Uh-huh.
And they used AI to make a video package for Dom.
Uh-huh.
And he was standing there on the top rope with his Intercontinental title lifted held high, his AAA title around his waist, but on the plate on the AAA title, it said AEW.
Oh, I did see something about that. That's
And
funny.
they did not catch it, dude. They ran that thing
Yeah, yeah.
on an international broadcast.
I it's not music related really, but I watched the fight Saturday night
Okay.
and the UFC is dead. It's
Yeah.
dead.
How did Paramount Plus handle it? Or
Uh
Peacock? Is it Peacock?
it missed. Everything
Yeah.
about it missed.
Damn.
Everything.
Yeah.
The card, they put it together for guys that were supposed to deliver.
Yeah.
Hardly anyone did.
Yeah.
They wanted Paddy Pimblett to win.
Yeah.
They were ready to run with him to be the next star, and then Justin Gaethje beat the brakes off of him. So that star's done for a while.
Yeah.
Nobody else delivered. Even John Silva, who's one of my favorites, fighting nerds, he
Yeah.
couldn't. It just UFC's dead. It's too. It's that thing. It's the machine now. It's too. Here's another fight versus
Right.
your
Right.
white guy, black guy, Mexican anymore. It's not even like, oh,
I
I
don't.
know this guy, this fighter. It's just fighter
Yeah.
A versus fighter B versus I don't know.
It's so weird because I used to be so into the UFC.
Oh,
Like
right.
I freaking loved it. Um,
Yeah, I'm still a big fan, but
and then I
it's
just kind of, I don't know. My brain starts to feel like there's too much out there, and I have to,
yeah, yeah. Well, that's what we were just kind of talking about, that
yeah,
loop, that
yeah,
obsessive loop. Like, I'll do that. I will latch onto a thing till I squeeze all the I don't know.
right,
If I'm not careful, right?
right,
You can do that. You can this is my thing, so I'm gonna eat it all the time, or I'm gonna
yeah,
drink it all the time, or listen to it all the time. And I wonder if it's just natural instinct, right? You and I go, no, just relax and enjoy the thing, but maybe there's people we were talking about that are like, of course now I gotta take more of the next thing. And
right,
that's where the greed comes in. More of the Britney Spears,
yeah.
more of the I don't know.
More of, I don't know, yeah, the sugary, more of Tim Allen's next sitcom.
Right, yes.
You
Well,
know,
that's it all plays in because we talked about, and isn't this kind of hip hop isn't the case, but there's music
right?
that's just, I think it's just played to be in the background.
Yeah, sure,
And
sure.
then since I'm fun or crazy
Mhm.
or however you want to look at it, all right. So if I had the idea that you could use music to influence people, people smarter than me have had the idea that you can use music to influence people.
Sure.
So, what's going on in all that music that's designed to be in the background that you're not really paying attention to, but you're paying attention enough that your body is moving to it,
Right, right, right.
and subconsciously you might be absorbing those words.
Yeah. So there's this new age group that I listen to called 2002.
Hmm.
And it's funny because I listen to their music. Like I will put on an album and I will crank it and I will
Hmm.
play it. And it's, it's very relaxing or whatever. But I found out that they consider their music background music. You're not supposed to listen to it the way that I listen to it.
Right.
You're supposed to put it on like quietly as you do things, and it's supposed to help you stay calm throughout your day.
Hmm.
And that's not what I do. I freaking crank it up, listen to it like any other music that I like. This is
That's.
weird. It was weird to find that out. And the funny thing is too, so I was listening to it once at Q's house when I was living with him,
Hmm.
and Drew, who I don't talk to him anymore, but yeah,
Right.
he got really, really pissed that I was listening to it. Like came in and told me to turn it off and said that it had like mind warping qualities and was like super angry, dude. And he was like, this is like mind control music and it's this and that and the other. And like I was like, what the hell is wrong with this dude? It's
What
really
if, I mean, could be not, I mean, we're thinking, when you say mind control music,
yeah,
the thing that freaks a lot of people out, they think like, I'm going to be able to make a song and tell you whatever chords, Keith, go kill your mother. That's
Mhm.
not, but
Right.
if you could make tones and sounds and things that constantly agitated.
Right.
Okay, so that let's compare again. If I take agitation, that's what kicked this thought off,
Yeah.
and take like the more dangerous, destructive hip hop, the stuff we can all agree is not positive,
Right.
and then compare it to chords, the sounds and the things in the American kind of gangster rap is agitating, right?
Yeah.
All
Sure.
designed to be short and choppy and agitating. But
Yeah.
this is more like
Yeah. Like chill,
vibe. It's
lay
more like,
down, relax. Yeah.
yeah, you're just, man, it's cool. We're just talking to our buddies, or we're just walking to we don't, it's cool that we see Bobby Joe on the street, high
Right.
five and
Right.
dap
Right.
up my friend. It's not aggressive. So if
Right.
you pushed all that, could you just, I don't know why anybody would want to, but could you just hijack one of these radio stations and just switch all the music to positive? Would they even know,
Awesome.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm old because now I'm like,
Yeah.
what if Taylor Swift was singing about doing your homework and learning something? And
Hey
who the
now.
fuck am I? I wouldn't listen. They didn't give me that shit when I was listening to me when I was developing and finding my own music and been like,
Right.
look, here's young John who says positive stuff all the time. I'd be like, get the fuck
What?
away from me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, but just check out a 2002 track sometime because to this day, like I don't get where he was coming from, dude.
Oh
I
man.
just don't understand it. 2002 is just they are the definition of chill. Like that's what, so I don't know. I don't get it, but it
Maybe
was
it's the same thing we were saying about the Swedish rapper. Maybe for some
good.
reason they live somewhere where they didn't quite get the flow of music, so maybe they got fucking Muzak.
Right.
Or maybe for some reason they just really like Muzak.
Maybe,
That
man.
that kind of familiar, warm, whatever they sell you Muzak
Yeah.
is supposed to be.
I remember there was an album that came out in the 90s, and it was a Muzak album of like grunge,
Hmm.
and it got on the radio.
Metal lullabies.
Yeah. Oh, I love that stuff. Rockabye Baby. I love Rockabye Baby. I have,
Symphony.
bunch of their
tributes.
albums, dude. And I have a symphony tribute to Prince, which I love
Yeah.
too.
I've
So
heard
yeah,
some neat. I was just bringing them up because there's that it's a genre almost. It's
yeah, dude. Listening to like Metallica played on glockenspiels and shit is really it's cool. Like I think it's cool, and
hmm,
I think you have to be pretty damn talented to like because they're limited in the instruments that they use. You know, they're really trying to make gentle sounding lullabies, and it's like
right.
it's neat, dude. Honestly, I dig it. I have a bunch of those albums.
It's
So
creative as hell, but it's
yeah,
not something I'm gonna listen to. But it's
right.
super creative. Just the and it ties right into what I was just saying. It's the change in the tones. Now instead of anything aggressive or choppy, it's more light noises and things that you
Yeah,
can just relax and like a bell.
yeah, dude. What's the name of the song? Closer. So I have the Nine Inch Nails Lullaby album.
Oh
Closer is on
gosh,
it.
wow.
Yeah, Closer is on it, dude.
Have I told you
You,
about the Maroon 5 kind of acoustic cover of Closer?
I don't think so.
It's
Interesting.
not bad.
I mean, Adam Levine has a great fucking voice,
He's
dude.
just a wank.
Yeah, 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 yeah. He's. I
Maybe.
think we should listen to Cars Flowers sometime though on this podcast. It's an odd. That was the album that the guy Maroon 5 guys put
Yeah,
out while he
yeah.
was still in high
We
school.
could, in all honesty,
No
it would
one
be
knows it.
interesting.
Yeah, and
It'd
it's
be
so
interesting to break
it's
down the
yeah, and it's got some really cool songs on it to be honest. So
maybe it'll be a neat representation of where the band thought they were gonna go
right,
until Adam realized that money and women or boys, whatever he's into, rules the
hey now,
world.
hey now, yeah,
He's become a cardboard cutout. He's one of those.
yeah,
He's a
yeah.
Chad. He's a
It's
Kyle.
unfortunate.
He's a.
See, here's the thing too, though. Like, okay, so he grew up. Is his dad the entertainment lawyer, or is Jonah Hill's dad the entertainment lawyer?
I don't know, but you start getting into
But
that,
But
and
yeah, they
then
grew up together in Beverly Hills. One of their dads is an entertainment lawyer. They were best friends.
mhm.
So it's like he was probably already kind of a douche.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah. There's a
know?
lot of that.
I mean, like,
Well,
maybe not, but I don't know.
we're learning how that has always been the thing,
Yeah,
because there's been at least one generation where they hired and ran these complete fabrications, right? Like Will Smith.
right.
And that's what they do. They just move to the next generation. But when you have nothing, you have no artists, no it's just when I see people like that next generation, like Jaden Smith and those kind of guys,
Yeah,
it's just so like it's not art. It's whatever influence is. It's pick me. It's look at me. It comes from a anti-creative space, and I don't know how to explain it other than it's just that not inbreeding, but they're having a problem where they make these institutions, be it what they think gangster rap should be and what they think Hollywood should be, and you're just keeping everybody in that box.
yeah,
And after
yeah.
a while, people are only gonna fit in that box.
Right, right, right.
And that's the part of the whole machine that bothers me. And then you find stuff like Chords and Doomtree and Jen Christie that's just outside of the box. It's
Right.
that spark again,
Or look at like Sergeant Thunderhoof.
right?
Sergeant Thunderhoof couldn't get anybody to put their albums out, so they started their own freaking record label
Right.
to just so they could make the stuff that they want to make. And now, like Pale Wizard Records is like a respected record label, and they're you can't okay. You can't get much more outsider than having your first American release be a live 6 track, but like 40 something minute album. You just can't. Like, that's like, I mean,
Or that's that's what they're doing. That's what they're You know what I mean? That's, hey, we're a Doom jam band.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, what's that mean? Well, that means we play live and we jam. It's
dude, yeah. And how good they sound live is ridiculous. It
oh
doesn't even
yeah.
make sense. Like, you know,
And that was another one of those albums that I think I have to say this is inspiration, I guess, where I was like, oh man, if you just creatively tweaked a couple things, you could
yeah,
almost like, I don't know. It's the inspiration part of it. I hear this stuff, and not only do I get to enjoy what chords tries to tell me, but
yeah,
there's also that little bit of spark of imagination because I go, oh, I can almost hear something.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
like that because now I'm gonna be searching it out. I mean, what did
Yeah.
I almost hear? What was that? Like that synth thing. I'll be like,
Right. Whatever that was, that weird ass production that was just like, holy crap, what is
man,
this? Who does this? You know, like it was so, yeah,
that's one of the things in hip hop that I actually genuinely truly like is the innovation. Who
yeah,
does this?
yeah, definitely.
Because there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot as far as sounds, or like we mentioned earlier, a flute.
Right, right, right. Flutes became really big in hip hop for a little while for some reason.
Right.
Like everybody started putting flutes in their freaking tracks.
Right. It's just the guys taking big swings.
Yeah,
And as I've said a couple times on a few different albums, there's songs where I hear the big swing, they just didn't connect. And
right.
that's just life. That's just what that is. I don't mean that as an insult at all. Actually, I kind of like it because it sparks that imagination.
You kind of see where the path could go, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
Um, was it me and you, or was I texting my friend Mitch? I think imagination is something special.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I had this theory. I can't prove it. I'm just now working on it, but it was a shower thought. I'm sure
Okay.
everybody listening knows about those. Something's going on with imagination, right? Are
Yeah,
are you tuning into the everything? Because think about what imagination does. Just say a comic book.
right.
Now I can picture Superman. It's like what can Superman do? I don't know. Anything. He can break blocks. He can, and so your imagination is now picturing these things that are supposed to be not possible.
Right, sure.
So, and it widens what becomes possible. So it's kind of like a reality thing. It's one of those thoughts where it's like kind of on the tip of my tongue, where this
Yeah.
connection is right here and it relates to the music through sound waves. And I just haven't.
It's funny because last night I watched The Rise and Fall of Reggie Dinkins.
What is that?
It's a new series that Tracy Morgan's doing.
Okay.
It's obviously a comedy. It's Tracy
Yeah,
Morgan.
yeah, yeah.
But there was one part he says the character says kind of ridiculous things, but there's one part where he goes, "I love books. They're movies for your mind," and that's actually,
Yeah. Yeah.
kind of true.
Yeah. I don't know how many times I'm one of those people like where anybody reads becomes one of those people. You're
Yeah,
like, oh, I read that book. That movie just wasn't as good. And
yeah, ever, dude.
even when it's great movies, they're like, people are like, what? It's like, yeah, I'm telling you.
There was one time when I thought the movie was better than the book, The Maze Runner.
No, American Psycho, I think, is better as a
Is it?
movie.
I haven't
Yeah.
read American Psycho, but The Maze
They
Runner
just
books.
changed the references and they made it more American where
Oh, okay.
it's set.
Right, it's British,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But but yeah, the Maze Runner books not
I
good.
tried to read one, but
Not good, dude. Not good. They simplified the motivations in the movie
mm,
and they made
yeah,
the characters have more of a purpose. The books, yeah,
something's wrong with storytelling.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it became once you start targeting, like once you start thinking about what's our demographic,
Mhm.
and then if I don't know if your demographic is white suburban kid, all right, well, you got to have what are those tropes? So you
Right.
put that in the story, and then the next executive says, "Hey, you can't just white suburban kid. You got to put your Mexican girl in there." And you're
Right.
like, "Yeah, you're right. I got to put my Mexican girl in there because we don't." And then you put your Mexican girl in whatever tropes. And then, of course, next it's, "Hey, but it's almost like people are so worried about being so diverse.
Right.
It's okay to, yeah, it's cool to see all the colors,
Yeah.
but isn't it cool to focus on just red sometime?"
I mean, dude, so I read a book not that long ago. Well, actually, it was a while ago now, but it was
Mm.
about this kid who wanted to be a luchador.
Uh-huh.
There was no white people in that book.
Yeah.
And I was fine with it. You
Yeah.
know, like I was fine with it. It's like, I don't know, man. I watched the Upshaws. I don't think there's a white person on the Upshaws. I
Yeah.
can't remember seeing a single white person on that show.
It's funny. I don't know. It's just,
So yeah,
it's
I
all
don't.
part of it all. And on the flip side of that, and the good side of it, with music, you get, like you were saying, you experience Sweden's
Yeah,
young street culture.
yeah. Shoplifting and
Yeah.
smoking weed.
Yeah. Or you can flip the album and experience American Aquarium.
Oh man, yeah,
It's
yeah.
the same kind of street level, real thing being expressed in different genres.
Yeah, definitely. So Bo Burnham actually has spoken on his authenticity,
Yeah.
and because after we talked about it, I had never really thought about it before.
Hmm.
So after we talked about it, I looked into it a little bit, and he has admitted that he is a storyteller,
Yeah. Yeah.
that he takes things from his own life
Hmm.
and from the lives of people around him
Hmm.
and makes them into stories.
Right. He's
But
found his voice.
yeah, and when he first started, his songs were totally contrived. He said he was writing songs that he thought,
Hmm.
fit into the outlaw country vibe. Like he was
Right.
trying to write Waylon Jennings songs or whatever.
Right.
And he's like, but now that he's had more experience and he's been through life, like he is a recovering alcoholic.
Yep.
So when he writes songs about that, that's real. That's coming from him, and he is a kid from the South who like
Right.
wants better for the South. So
Yeah.
that's legitimate. So like maybe not everything that he writes, some of it is telling stories, but it's also not disingenuous.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with finding your voice, who
Yeah.
you are in any in most genres like acting. Acting might be a bad example, but
Right.
especially in expressive like music and art and painting and whatever, singing, because you found that's him.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
him. It's real.
Yep.
He's telling stories, but he's still telling stories from his perspective, which is that what we were saying, that middle drive by town young
Mhm.
kid with, so sure, it's not all true real life stories, but it's
Right.
still, yeah, no, that's not even true. It is real life stories.
It is
They're
real
not
life
just,
stories.
yeah,
He may not have been the one who experienced it.
yeah, yeah. And there's
But
nothing wrong with finding your thing and doing it well. He does
I
it
agree.
well.
I agree.
Better than well.
Yeah.
If he is setting out to make that sound and it's not just a happy accident or developed over the band, then
Right.
he doing it perfectly. He
Yeah.
understands the assignment. Kind of with chords too. It's,
Yeah.
what more can you say? Is it's not all flash and substance and gimmicks and tricks. It's just chords. It's just hip hop, man. It's
Yeah.
just everyday hip hop.
Yeah, dude. This is old school hip hop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I really believe that the delivery, the presentation, obviously, like the production is interesting.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, this is what hip hop was before it.
Changed.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but it's from the perspective of a Swedish kid.
Yeah.
So
Who doesn't even have the same pressures, you know? He might
right, right,
have his mom at home or doesn't
yeah.
have to worry about it's just the neat thing about music is we're learning almost not always, but kind of singular experiences and perspectives, right? Chords is telling us his very different perspective and experience and just feeling, right? Because the
Yeah.
music is supposed to drum up feelings within us.
I think one of the cool things about like music too is
Hmm.
in some ways it's a passport. You can go to San
Oh,
Francisco. You can go to, I mean, obviously you don't need a passport to go to San Francisco, but you can go to Sweden. You can see what it's like over there. But
is
then
that the
it's
imagination? Is that the music spurring the imagination? Or
definitely, yeah, I would say, yeah. Like I've never been to Bangkok, but I can listen to One Night in Bangkok and feel like, holy shit, man, Bangkok is dangerous. You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
But at the same time, it shows you how like universal everything is.
Hmm.
Like there's so much stuff on this album that I can relate to. Throwing parties and smoking a bunch of weed.
Right.
Guilty in my 20s. Yeah. I mean, it's like, yeah. So shoplifting and trying to steal more shit and trying to escalate it.
Yeah.
My brother got caught up in that pretty bad when we were kids. Like, you know,
Yeah, I
my
do.
participation was little, but my brother, like, dude,
Yep. I
yeah,
know the stories. I know the
yeah,
same people pretty much. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. We all do.
Like,
We
getting
all do.
harassed by a cop because you're walking home at night.
Hmm.
The amount of times that I got pulled over by a cop to have them ask me what I was doing
Walking home.
walking home, dude. No freaking reason. I actually was waiting for a cab once because I was riding home from a club.
Hmm.
Going to see Brother Meat. I was riding
Nice.
home and I had a bag with me because I would keep my clothes that I was going to wear at the show
Mm.
in a bag. And then when I got off work, I would throw my work clothes in the bag and switch.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I would just take the bag to the club and either like stick it in a corner somewhere or leave it outside, whatever, in the bushes. Like I'd fucking put it someplace.
Right.
Um, I had a cop come over and I was waiting for a cab because I got tired. I was riding my bike. And I had a cop come over and ask me a million freaking questions. Um, because I was sitting in front of a grocery store while it was closed waiting for a cab. And I was like, well, you have to have somewhere to tell them to pick you up. So I
Right.
went to the grocery store and he asked me if I had any grenades or tools in my duffel bag to try to break into the store.
Oh.
And I said, dude, look in the bag. But it's just like, I don't care. But it's just like, it's so crazy. Like, you know, that's the kind of stuff that you go through, especially as a kid.
Yeah. And everybody goes through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe that's what kind of makes it instantly relatable when something a little more fanciful, like the more aggressive hip hop, when it's talking about the man beating them down,
Right. Sure.
you can
Sure.
relate because you're like, well, I mean, I might not know what it's like to physically be, but
Yeah.
I
I
get it. I
mean,
run into the man, whoever the man is, just
yeah.
that authority guy with
Yeah.
a
Well,
kick up his ass.
so one time when I was a kid, I was dating, a girl, and I had
So that
climbed
went
in.
well.
Yeah, I had climbed in through her bedroom window,
Uh-huh.
to hang out, and her
Done that a few
mom,
times.
her mom caught me,
Uh-huh. Been there too.
um, but did not say anything.
Hmm.
She let me go in her daughter's bedroom, like, and then once I was in there, she called the police.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the police came and they took me outside.
Made it
Um,
awkward.
well, dude, so here was the thing. Like, they arrested me
What?
for breaking and entering and
Uh,
trespassing. Yeah, yeah,
oh
dude.
my
So,
God.
yeah. So he like told me to put my hands on the car and to put my face down on the
Mm.
hood of the car. And he was like lower and he bashed my head off the car. And then he told me to spread my legs, and I spread my legs, and he was like wider, and he kicked my ankle, and then was like wider and kicked my other ankle. And
Jeez.
I had no idea because from rap music and TV shows, I thought that was just how cops treated you. I
Yeah.
didn't know that this guy was like doing stuff to me that he wasn't supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Trying to do that whole scared straight thing, maybe, or just
Yeah,
being a jerk.
yeah. I mean, it turned out he was actually like dating my girlfriend's mom's roommate.
Oh, so you might have got
So,
sicked on.
so
They
he
might
was,
have sicked him
yeah,
on you.
exactly, dude. He was trying to like impress her or whatever by being a douche to me. Um,
You brought
but
up bikes, like
yeah,
bicycles. That
yeah, yeah.
magic's gone. That used
Oh
to be a
yeah. Yeah.
thing. Have we talked about this already?
No, but yeah, dude. My
It
bike
used to
was my
be a,
best friend.
yeah, a
You know?
bike. Getting your bike. Oh, that was like now
Yeah.
you're now you and your buddies are mobile. You're a shit changes.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
The bike was everything. Imagine
Dude,
everything. Like it's just
I,
gone. Gone.
I would ride my bike to different fucking cities, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or different towns at the very least. Like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
love riding a bike.
yeah.
It's just gone.
Yeah. Casey doesn't even want to learn how to ride a bike.
Yeah,
He's like, I
why?
don't understand why you would. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't have to ride to the arcade. It's right here.
Yeah. He's like, why would I ride a bike?
Like,
Why
I
would
don't
I,
know. Don't you want to go to the library and the public pool and just
you know?
fucking ride around town and
Yeah.
throw shit at your
Yes.
friends? I mean,
He has no interest, man. So, and
it's
now
just the
he's
times changing.
11. So it's like.
Well, when the EMP goes off or when the nuke wipes out almost everybody, and then we'll eventually get back to the point where kids like to play outside in groups with other
Yeah.
kids.
And ride bikes.
Yeah, we may
Yeah.
have to destroy the Tower of Babel, which might be AI.
Yeah.
Interesting little thing I read about that. Say you're trying to describe what AI is. You're like, I don't know. It's this tower and it's got all the knowledge in it and
Mhm.
all the language in it. And if
Right.
we
Right.
broke it apart, people would lose the language and the. So I don't
Mhm.
think this is the first time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's all constantly happening. We'll
Right.
be the Matrix soon, or we'll blow each other up soon, and it'll come back around in a fun little cycle. And
I know this isn't a steak.
what?
I said, I know this isn't a steak.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Put me back in the Matrix.
Yep.
Or even just the old Ren and Stimpy gag, the big red button, don't push it.
You gotta push it.
Yeah, you got to push it, and then
You gotta
boop,
push it,
there's
dude.
everything.
Yep.
What's on our big red button for next week?
Do you want to stick with hip hop and do iller than theirs?
You got something in mind?
I mean, we can do iller than theirs. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do one more.
Unless,
Yeah.
or did you have something else that you were thinking of?
Not in hip hop.
Okay.
I have like a doom kind of stoner band I want to get to, Borgo Pass, who I mentioned.
Okay.
So just because I've had one of those songs stuck in my head, but we talked about staying with hip hop for a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's
Yeah.
do Iller Than Theirs.
Okay. And there's a friend of mine, Paul, who is a pretty prolific musician, and he just put out a new album that he would like us to talk about. So,
Okay.
so maybe after we do yours, um,
Okay.
we can do Paul's. So,
Yeah, I feel like we have to. If he's a friend and he put out an
yeah,
album and this is what we do,
yeah, yeah. Let's
I
talk
mean,
about
that's kind of an automatic. All right, so next week we're going to do Iller
iller
Than
than
Theirs.
theirs. Yeah,
That's
man.
kind of a cool
dude.
Hey, that's a
When
cool brag. That's better than look
yeah,
at my grill.
yeah,
That
it
was
is, dude. The whole album is about how they're nice MCs. It's a
oh,
freaking album about how dope their bars are. So it's yeah, it's
that
you're
means
gonna
they're gonna have to bring it too, because you're not gonna have. I mean, I guess you
and they're
can,
from New
but
York, dude. So yeah,
you don't want to have an album with about dope bars and in
yeah,
fact not have any dope bars.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you mess
There's
with the battle rap scene at all? I mentioned King of the Dot
I
and all that
used to.
earlier.
I used to really I used to really like it. Like oh God, who are the old school cats?
I came into it with guys like Clips and the Wild Nile guys.
Okay,
The white Canadian from or the white guy from Canada, Sharon, Beat,
sure.
and he's white. He raps about being white. It's I just asked because I really like that battle
So
style. You know, they got the
there's a
gun
documentary.
bars and yeah,
Yeah.
the creative
Documentary
word.
called Freestyle: The Art of Rhyme.
Yeah,
It's really good, and it kind of got me more into watching battle raps. Like I would watch them occasionally, but once I watched that documentary,
we went and seen Wild and Out.
oh, nice.
It was like it wasn't a show taping,
Okay.
but it was like the show, and that was really neat. It was like that whole um fun hip hop culture. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who is it?
they're not
Maddie with the
negative at
fatty?
all.
Is that the white girl?
Oh,
Maddie
the
with the fatty.
yeah, the basic white girl with basic white
Yeah.
girl booty. Yeah, funny.
She's funny, dude. Yeah, she's very dry. Her comedy
Yeah,
is super dry, dude, but she's funny.
yeah, I
Um,
like that kind of thing.
yeah, but it's funny the way that I got that documentary, right?
Hmm.
Um, I won tickets to see G Love and Special Sauce.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it was just G Love. It was when he was promoting Lemonade, so he was by himself. And then with those tickets, I won tickets to a private acoustic show.
Oh,
So I went to the acoustic show, and then at the acoustic show, they were doing a giveaway uh, of a record of a CD shopping spree with G Love at Indie CD and Vinyl. So I won
did you win
that.
that?
I won that.
God damn
So
it, dude! How do you win
yes.
everything?
I don't know, but I got to go on a CD shopping spree. It was either $300 or $600. I feel like it was 600. But with G Love, and he
And
kind
he
of
was just like, "You
recommended.
need this album, and you
Yep,
need."
yeah, he recommended stuff to me, and he recommended that documentary. So I took it home and checked it out.
That's super cool. What a neat experience.
Yeah, it was cool, cool. And then I actually paid for a meet and greet with him a couple years ago, and he didn't remember me. He didn't
I
even remember it happening. And he was like, "Man, so much. I do so many of those things." And I was like, "Hey, it's
Yeah,
no."
yeah, we get the grind. We understand.
Yeah. And he was like, "But what albums did I end up having you pick out?" So I told him, and he was like, "Oh, cool, cool, cool."
It's the love of music.
Yeah,
I had a doctor's appointment on Thursday,
yeah,
and my my doctor, she's a little bit younger than me, is a
yeah.
music lover. And as
Right.
soon as music came up, you could just see I mean, my doctor's great. I really like her. She's got a
Yeah,
great personality anyway, but you could still see the shift,
yeah,
the
yeah.
you know, it's like the puff, the smile. You can tell when people get passionate about it, and it just
Right.
changes. It changed the whole
I
interaction, the whole
was
thing.
I was getting work done on my teeth.
Hmm.
Um, and I was in the dentist office, and they were playing, whatever music they play. And then the Foo Fighters came on. And
Mm.
the lady who was doing the dentist stuff started talking about how much she loved the Foo Fighters, and it was unprompted. I have no idea what made her decide to talk about that, but
Right.
we talked about the Foo Fighters like in between her doing stuff to my teeth like the whole time, and I felt like this connection with this chick. I was just like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, man, Foo Fighters, right on.
It's
So
because it's the thing. It's
yeah,
magic. It's constant. It's life. It
yeah,
is life, right? Whatever we would try to classify life as, what is it? It's an idea. It's that moment it's that excitement, right? When you get this because you write and you create too. There's a undescribable feeling when you are creating something you enjoy.
Yeah, definitely, man.
It's they if you call it the muse, you call it the source, whatever it is.
Of course. There is a song. There's a band called Holly Faith. We should do that album sometime too. They
What's the
have
genre?
like 90s rock
Okay.
alternative. Yeah. They have a song, and that's the funny thing that I noticed about us too. We pick like it seems like we pick like outsider genres, you know?
Hmm.
We haven't picked a lot of like this is 90s rock. But yeah, Holly Faith, they have a song called
Because you're going to start getting into my bands,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
especially in
sure.
the 90s, because I'm a
Yeah.
grunge kid, and
Yeah.
that's not going to be fair unless I could
Right.
think of, uh,
Holly Faith.
yeah, unless these conversations jar things loose in my brain, and I'll go,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. But they have a song called The Source.
uh-huh.
And I think that song is about creativity. Like that's what I always got out of it.
I've got to be like
Yeah.
what we've talked about this. What else creates?
Right. Right.
Attract from mate is a little bit different, right?
Right.
Because we do that too.
Right.
But that birds don't make, well, I mean, are they making songs?
No, dude. I mean, kind of. But are they communicating though?
Yeah, I don't know.
Monkeys, I looked it up just to make sure that I wasn't crazy. Monkeys 100% do create art. So, yeah. They draw and paint and stuff. Like, yeah. I wanted to make
Maybe
sure that I was
that's the
right about that, but yeah, I was 100% right about that. Yeah, monkeys.
maybe in the fun whatever alien theory. Have you heard the one that we are just containers?
No.
Oh, this is scary. So, because it might be the truest.
Yeah.
In somewhere, I can't remember who, David Grush, one of these Congress guys that are, testifying and everything in front of Congress right now,
Mhm.
credible, whatever,
Yeah.
were saying that they've seen all the paperwork or maybe even have heard the aliens themselves say it, that it's all about whatever the soul is.
Okay.
And only the humans have it.
Okay.
So that's all we are. We were made to harvest that thing for to the aliens. We're just containers. They just,
Interesting.
yeah.
We're just containers with a soul inside of us. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of what you get taught,
And
in
they know when
religion.
to harvest it and how to harvest it.
Yeah.
And
Like you get taught, in quite a bit of, that you aren't your body.
mhm.
You you have a body, you are your soul. Like we get taught that. You get taught
As
it.
since we're talking about music and everything,
Yeah, of course.
I either want to tell everybody this or you could say recommend trying this, whatever. I have learned, oh well, that sound weird. Water kind of has a memory, right? It,
Okay.
if you talk mean to water, your vibrations are different than if you talk
Sure.
nice to water, your vibrations are different.
Yeah, yeah.
We all know that's a thing.
Yeah.
So we all know that water, for some reason, is special, right?
Mhm.
It cleans almost anything for some reason. Water will take whatever's not supposed to be
Right.
and
Right.
move it.
Right.
So your body, which is a giant percent water, absorbs the water and pushes out the older water. So when you're in the shower,
Yeah.
nothing but positive thoughts. Period. I don't care if you got to turn on the music. I've been doing this for a couple weeks now. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's working, but it kind of seems to be. And
Okay.
it's a sound thing, it's a music thing. Just everybody give it a try. Whenever you're in the shower,
Just be
only
positive.
good thoughts. So you
Okay.
imprint that water and then
Okay.
I
Interesting.
just learned this a couple weeks ago about water. I'm obsessed with water right now because
Hey, it's life, man.
yeah,
Water is life.
that's what started it was why are humans special? Because I read that container thing. And then I
Yeah.
was like, well, blah, blah, blah. Did a bunch of weird thinking and narrowing down. And I thought, okay, pineal gland. That's supposed
Yeah.
to be special. Isn't that just a little squirt of some kind of
Right.
juice?
Right, right.
which is what?
Water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I just want everybody to do that so they have a little bit more positive and then listen to some music and
Hell
then
yeah.
remember, don't listen to the music that I recommended because we all know that my taste in music sucks.
That's what we've heard. That's what we've heard. All right, man. Tyler, thank you, my friend.
You know what? Right here. Tyler,
Producer extraordinaire.
I got you because I always say we're going to remember to put him over first thing. I don't have
First thing,
any notes for the next album, so the first page is
at the top, you're gonna write, put
yes,
Tyler over.
put
Right on.
because he does a lot of work that yeah, you
He
get it.
does. Yeah, for sure, man.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
dude.
Tyler. Thank you everyone who listens. Thank you everyone who
Check out the
watches.
album. You'll love it.
Yeah.
It's a great hip hop album from a different perspective.
Yeah. If you want to get the full picture, you're gonna have to buy it. But
Mm.
it's
And listen
worth
to
it.
more because you'll want to hear how he evolves.
A lot of his stuff is on streaming, especially his more recent stuff. It has
Mm.
licensing in this country, so yeah,
I could
check
take the
it.
dog out. That's what I'll listen to when I take the dog out.
Right on, man. Yeah, check out Chords. We'll be listening to Iller Than Theirs for the next podcast, and they're a group of MCs from New York. Really talented guys who just kind of disappeared, man. They made one album that was fire and
Well, I'm
disappeared.
looking forward to checking it out and
Cool.
again hearing the different perspective, the different take on the hip hop genre because it's
Yeah.
so open. It's so well like any music genre. There's just so much you can do.
Right, right, right. Yeah, for sure. Maybe we should listen to Rock C sometime or something to get a little bit of gangsta in here that people don't really know, but we'll think about it.
Mm.
We're gonna
I
get
don't even
away
know
from
if
it.
I have any gangsta stuff that I like because I
I
don't relate.
Yeah, I mean I love NWA and
Onyx,
oh yeah, but is Onyx really gangsta? I don't know, man.
no. Anyway,
They're just aggressive. I'm a b-boy.
I hope everybody's still alive and not buried
Yeah,
in the
man.
snow apocalypse.
This whole country is crushed in snow. Hopefully next week when this comes out, the snow will be gone. But
Yeah.
we'll
If
catch you
not,
all
hey,
next
it's a
week, man.
perfect time to put on an album
Yeah,
and then maybe listen to a couple guys talk about it.
indeed. All right. Take care, everybody.
Good night, everybody.